kita dah
Selamat pagi lah.
tak nanti. Kita dah go live ah. Hai. Jangan gelak.
Yes.
Mic dah buka. Okay, dah live. So, kita ada viewer kat sini 71 watching now. Wow, ramai betul Iza.
Ramai viewers kita. Pagi
Kita baca komen daripada atas, daripada Syafiqah Wahab. Dia kata can wait. Dia tunggu ni. Dia tak sabar tu. Daripada Prof Syak rasanya ni. Prof Syakawi. Apa dia nampak tu? Tahniah Gallant Bible. Thank you Prof. Siapa lagi tu? Nabil Izham. Saya fans Mia. Mia mana tu? Mia mana? Mia. Okay. And then Nur Fazilah Iba Ruslan. Ni daripada Madam Fazilah. Pendila. Congrats you all.
Thank you madam.
Thank you madam. Ni Madam Ain. Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Tahniah pelajar-pelajar tahun akhir Gallant Bible. Moga dipermudahkan online exhibition anda semua. Amin. InsyaAllah. Amin. Banyak komen. Terima kasih siapa yang sudi tengok kami punya live. Invite ramai-ramai lagi untuk ni
Share ke social media.
Share link YouTube ni dekat any you guys punya family, grup-grup yang lain.
Senior-senior, junior-junior.
Betul.
Korang tahulah.
So tak lama lagi kita akan start kita punya event ni, exhibition ni. So you guys tengok muka kita orang dulu. Hadirin sekalian, saya ucapkan selamat datang ke Gallant Bible Virtual Degree Show. Acara akan bermula dalam masa 10 minit lagi dan kami juga sedang menunggu peserta dan tetamu yang lain. Kepada yang telah hadir, kami sangat hargai jika anda kongsikan di sosial media kerana kami juga sedang berlangsung atau live di akaun YouTube kami iaitu Gallant Bible.
Jika ada masalah teknikal atau ingin bertanyakan sebarang soalan, anda boleh kemukakan di chat box. Kepada pelajar tahun akhir, sila rujuk ketua majlis masing-masing untuk isi borang kehadiran. Kita mulakan majlis kita dengan nyanyian lagu Negaraku dan lagu Wawasan Setia warga UiTM.
Bersatu kita warga UiTM, kita bangsa perkasa. Tak ada Bersatu kita warga UiTM, kita bangsa perkasa. Taat dan setiaku untuk negara, penuh semangat wajar. Kita jangan mudah terlupa pengorbanan perjuangan anak bangsa. Kita jangan mudah terleka kemajuan keamanan yang ada. Kita berterima kasih pada pemimpin-pemimpin negara. Kita rasa penuh bersyukur kerahmatan kemuliaan darinya. Kamilah pendukung pewaris bangsa, kamilah pejabat bangsa Malaysia, kamilah warga berwawasan untuk negaraku.
Maaf, kita ada masalah teknikal sebentar tadi. Jadi kita teruskan majlis kita pada pagi ini. Melati kuntum, tumbuh melata, sayang merbah di pohon cemara.
Assalamualaikum, mulanya kata. Saya sembah pembuka bicara.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi kami ucapkan kepada semua pelajar, pensyarah dan para tetamu sekalian.
Kami amat berbesar hati kerana anda dapat meluangkan masa bagi menghadiri Gallant Bible Virtual Degree Show oleh para pelajar tahun akhir ijazah Sarjana Muda Seni Reka Grafik Universiti Teknologi Mara Kampus Puncak Alam. Saya Aniza
Dan saya Fakihah Lokman selaku hos anda pada hari ini. Sebelum kita teruskan majlis kita, kita nak baca sedikit komen lah dekat YouTube ni. Daripada Haslinda Lin. Congratulations, thank you my Farah Veda. Semoga semuanya berjalan dengan lancar. Amin. Siti Fatimah Azhara. Ni semua daripada medium ni, pensyarah UiTM ni. Good luck Zamiatul Atifah. Good luck juga Zamiatul Atifah. Banyak yang komen nak baca ni. Siapa tu? Muhammad Uzair. Sorry kalau tersalah sebut nama. All the best. Thank you. Fazlin Liana Fakri. Tahniah semua.
Thank you.
So, jadi kita teruskan majlis kita. Bagi memberkati majlis, dipersilakan saudara Ahmad Maikarim yang juga merupakan pelajar tahun akhir untuk membacakan doa. Dipersilakan.
Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa anshu alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi shrah li wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar wa qina azabannar wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Taqabbalu minkum minna minkum qabali ya karim. Amin ya rabbal alamin.
Amin, amin ya rabbal alamin.
Sebelum mulakan acara pada hari ini, saya perkenalkan dahulu barisan speaker kita. Speaker kita yang pertama, Encik Nakai Jasnin Jalaluddin merupakan co-founder dan Chief Spending Officer at The Kedua. Selamat datang Encik Nakai.
Seterusnya, speaker kita yang kedua, Cik Syazratul Atira Ahmad Azhar yang merupakan Executive Senior Creative Designer di Petronas Dagangan Berhad. Terima kasih Cik Atira sudi bersama kami pada hari ini.
Dan akhir sekali, Encik Indra Halim, RF3 World Leader. Selamat datang Encik Indra. Baiklah. Seterusnya, kami akan menunjukkan showcase atau karya dari projek terbaik dari setiap majoring berlainan dan membolehkan anda semua untuk mendapat info lebih lanjut lagi mengenai projek mereka.
Bagi memulakan majlis, dipersilakan Presiden Gallant Bible Muhammad Fakrul Razi bin Muhammad Abdul Eng bagi memberikan sepatah dua kata. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Bersyukur kita kehadrat Ilahi kerana dengan izinnya kita dapat berkumpul pada hari ini untuk program Gallant Bible Virtual Online Exhibition Show. Kita amat bertuah sekali kerana hidup pada zaman kemajuan teknologi yang telah mengubah cara kita membina, menimba ilmu dan dapat mengadaptasi cara pembelajaran selaras dengan norma baharu. Saya selaku wakil semua pelajar semester akhir seni reka grafik ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada semua barisan pensyarah yang telah mencurahkan ilmu dan mendidik kami sepanjang kami bergelar pelajar di UiTM. Seperti maksud perkataan Gallant, kami telah mengharungi segala cabaran, rintangan dan berdiri kukuh terutamanya ketika pandemik COVID-19 yang telah melanda dunia. Akhir kata, kami telah berjaya mencapai dengan begitu banyak yang telah didorong oleh kemahuan kami untuk menimba ilmu pengetahuan. Kami juga telah dan akan sentiasa mengaplikasikan kesemua ilmu pengetahuan yang telah kami perolehi untuk menempuh segala cabaran dan rintangan di luar sana. Selamat datang ke Gallant Bible. Keberanian di atas segala perkara adalah kualiti terbaik seorang pahlawan. Sekian, terima kasih.
Terima kasih Razi atas ucapan sebentar tadi.
Seterusnya, dipersilakan Encik Muhammad Hafizul Idham dan Puan Farah Aini Logiman, Koordinator Seni Reka Grafik untuk memberi sedikit ucapan.
Okey, go. Okey, go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. First of all, I would like to welcome all of our honorable guests, our Dean, Prof. Dr. Ruflan, our Deputy Dean, Dr. Jamil, and our Head of Center, KPP, Dr. Azli. Thanks for being with us today this morning. To all bold Gallant students, all I want to say is that I'm so proud of you. Despite all challenges we faced this year, you all managed to prove your worth academically. I'm also proud to announce that last semester we had 104 students graduate on time. We have 16 Anugerah Chancellor. there is a Vice Chancellor's Award, and 88 students tamat with anugerah dekan. Our hope is for you to continue your work out there. Remember that there is no success without excellence. Never forget UiTM as your alma mater, and you are all our alumni. A little bit about Bold. Bold is chosen as our brand due to the fact that we strive for bold solutions for every design problem we cater every semester. I hope to see more success coming from every single one of you in the future. Go bold, be gallant. Congratulations. And now I would like to ask Madam Faraini to give some words of wisdom, please.
Okay, thank you, Safizul. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Professor T.S. Dr. Ustaz Abdul Rahim, Dean Faculty of Art and Design, respected Deputy Deans and Heads of Studies, fellow lecturers, friends from the industry, beloved students of Gallant Bible, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning to all of you. As some of you may know, I'm still on maternity leave, but I definitely don't want to miss this moment to celebrate all of our students' hard work. But I'll just try to make a very short one, inshallah. First and foremost, on behalf of Graphic Design Department, I am pleased to welcome all of you to the Gallant Bible 2021. Our department is honored to be organizing this event, our very first online degree show. This exhibition is a culmination of their time at the Graphic Design Department Faculty of Art and Design, bringing together up to 3 years of creative journey in one final show. Congratulations, Gallant Bible. Forever, we will recognize you guys as a special group of students who face great challenges, adapted to fully ODL, and managed to end the semester with online degree show. May these unique circumstances give you resilience and inspire you to make the world a better place when you go back into it. Gallant Bible, I believe, is the result of an act of courage and bravery to take up challenge and move forward, as the name suggests, to not giving up hope when adapting to a new normal, to strive hard and be patient no matter how hard. Graduates, in times like this, the future might seem inordinately uncertain, but I am confident with the courage and bravery to push new boundaries of your comfort zones, you would have the option to overcome anything. Congratulations again for successfully putting this exhibition together, and best of luck for your future creative adventure. Always make the best for UiTM, maintain the good name of our school, and make your family proud. Though you may now consider yourself learned, always remember that it's important to remain a learner. Make learning a lifelong practice. Do keep in touch, and my prayers are always be with you. Before I end my speech, I would like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation and congratulate Gallant Bible's lecturers, Encik Wan Zamani as the leader, Wan Jamizan, Wan Fazlina, Wan Farah Hanani, and Encik Liza for their support and true dedication. Thank you very much. To our Gallant Bible viewers, welcome to our show and be ready to stimulate your visual senses. Enjoy. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Encik Muhammad Hafizul Idham. Terima kasih Encik Muhammad Hafizul Idham dan Puan Farah Aini Lugiman atas ucapan sebentar tadi. Bagi melancarkan lagi majlis kita pada hari ini, izinkan kami beri serangkap pantun lagi. Kalau tuan pikat kenari, jangan patahkan batang jerami.
Kepada tuan sembah diberi, mohon rasmikan majlis kami.
Dijemput yang berbahagia Profesor T.S. Dr. Haji Ruslan Abdul Rahim, Dekan Fakulti Seni Lukis dan Seni Reka, bagi memberikan ucapan perasmian dan seterusnya merasmikan majlis kita pagi ini. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Okay, Dr. Ruslan.
All right, thank you very much.
3, 2, 1. Okay, go.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. All attendees, honorary invited, most esteemed invited guests. I understand that we have a few of our luminary alumni also attending this online. Okay. So first of all, let me first go through the normal round of congratulations to everyone. I think this is a good job, good effort on your side, and I'm not gonna, continue and give you what you call the same line as about what challenges. I think you all know already. For the past 1 year, okay, we have been faced with an unprecedented pandemic, and but I remain confident, that being from the creative side, I think we are adaptive, and we can actually sort of rise to the occasion. And this degree show Gallant by Bold, okay, for this time around, I think is proof to that challenge that you have taken up. Okay, I think what I'd like to give something for you all to take away for this particular batch is that in spite of all the challenges, I think this is you're fully cognizant, you fully realize that this is the period of new challenges and the need for upskilling yourselves. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious. You can see that how you skill yourselves in the digital environment. I think this is very, very relevant right now, as you all know. Okay, what was seen as a leisure past, playing around with social media, posting yourselves on Instagram, getting on Instagrammable spots, has now become the mainstay of self-promotion and very much aligned with the creative industry. So again, I'd like to just share with you all. I think this is something that, as what Madam Farah has mentioned, okay, I think this is something that it will never, never, ever stop. Okay, you will need to always upskill and reskill yourselves. The technology is out there; it's ever evolving. But again, I'm very, very confident that you all will rise to the occasion and will pick up whatever new technology there is out there. It's highly related to us, and for those who are unwilling to change, then you will be left behind. Okay, and I'm saying this as a whole, not just to the students or graduating students, but also to the lecturers. I think this is a pivotal point in our time whereby when we talk about change, it's not just about talk anymore. I think you have to get up there and do it. Okay, the students for this particular batch, for this particular gallant batch, I would call them. Okay, have actually proven, with new technologies, understanding the do's and don'ts of live streaming and so on and so forth. I think you've understood that. And again, I think this is where proof is in itself that you can be anywhere at any place and any time right now, but we're all together on this common platform. So I think this is something that you all, every one of us here, have to actually not just embrace, but also take action on this. Okay, I might not be around by next year, but I think for me, the learning process, as mentioned by Madam Farah, I think, and also Mr. Hafizul, I think it's never ending. I will still be learning, and I'd like to part with a little term which I think I've put up on one of my profiles. If you can look it up, okay. This is an old, it's Latin, I think. Okay, it's called the term is called Ancora Imparo. So you guys can Google that. Okay, and with this I end my speech, okay, my opening speech for the same. And am I supposed to launch this right now, Razi? Okay, he's nodding, he's giving me the signal. Okay, so with this, I hereby officially launch Gallant by Bold, and I wish you all the best in your future undertakings, and never stop learning. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to everyone. Bye.
Okay, you have to wait a bit.
No problem.
Terima kasih Prof atas ucapan sebentar tadi.
Sebelum kita teruskan majlis, saya ingin tengok berapa ramai yang view kita punya YouTube channel ni. Ada 139 orang tengok. Terima kasih banyak-banyak. Korang memang sangat supporting. Sebelum tu saya nak baca komen daripada Mariati. Good morning from FSRD, University Tarumanegara. Thank you for the invitation. Welcome and thank you for watching our channel. Thank you
for
so
the
much.
support.
Yes, thank you for the support. And any university yang nak tengok channel kita orang, jangan lupa share the link to all yang group yang you guys ada.
And share it to
Yes.
your social media as well.
Alright. Betul tu. Kita nak baca lagi komen lah daripada siapa tu? Pretty pictures. Good luck to all the graduating students. This one is from my co-workers. Thank you my colleague. Thank you so much for watching. Nur Zafrina binti Muhammad Zain. Dr. Ruslan rindu idea-idea dia, cakap-cakap beliau. Wah, dia rindu-rindu dah tu. Okey. Okey, so kita jadi kita boleh teruskan lagi majlis kita pada hari ini. Marilah kita sama-sama menyaksikan video pelancaran ini. Saksikan. Untuk makluman hadirin sekalian, konsep Gallant Bible adalah berasaskan tanja atau tengkolok, iaitu hiasan kepala tradisional bagi lelaki Melayu dan juga keris yang merupakan simbol kepahlawanan dan keberanian seperti pahlawan Hang Tuah. Perkataan Gallant adalah bagi mewakili para pelajar yang terpaksa berhadapan atau telah melalui masa yang mencabar dalam pandemik COVID-19 ini.
Untuk acara yang seterusnya, hasil karya terbaik dari setiap majoring iaitu multimedia, graphic design, advertising dan illustration akan dikongsikan oleh pelajar yang telah dipilih. Tanpa melengahkan masa, dimulakan dengan mempersilakan karya terbaik dari major multimedia iaitu saudari Maisara binti Muhammad Hanafiah untuk kongsikan karya beliau dengan tajuk projeknya Fardu Kids AR App on Basic Islamic Education. Dipersilakan.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Maisara binti Muhammad Hanafiah. For my final year project, I decided to make an AR mobile application and AR storybook on basic Islamic education. The AR mobile application is called Fardu Kids, while the AR storybook is called The Little Islamic Explorers. Fardu Kids focuses on the topic of Arabic alphabets, Arabic numbers, prayers, and dua. The main target audience are kids aged 10 to 12 years old who has difficulties on the subject of basic Islamic education. You can head on to my Behance where you can browse through all my final year projects, starting from the academic poster, the research data, my idea development, the process development, the final artworks, where you can watch the promotional video and also the final product where you can try and experience the Fardu Kids prototype. You can also flip through the Little Islamic Explorers ebook. And not to forget the AR itself where you can play around using Adobe Aero. Here's some video to show you on how the AR works.
ألف باء تاء ثاء performed my Fajr prayer, and now I want to start studying on the Arabic alphabet. Alhamdulillah, I performed my Fajr prayer, and now I want to start studying on the Arabic alphabet. Let's start studying the Arabic numbers together. Let's start studying the Arabic numbers together.
Thanks for watching.
Wow, menarik kan artwork dia?
Wesh, memang menarik tak? Dia punya buku boleh tengok 3D tu. Boleh
boleh
tengok
AR.
memang kalau kita macam ada anak-anak ke adik-adik kita yang kecil nak tengok Jawi tu rasa macam tertarik lah nak beli. And then kita boleh tengok dekat virtual sekali, dekat dalam digital tu kan. So sebelum saya teruskan majlis ni, saya nak baca komen dekat YouTube ni. Kebanyakannya ramai yang komen congratulations, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much. And kita ada viewers 142 orang. Thank you sangat-sangat. And jangan lupa hashtag Gallant Bible untuk lihat kita punya work-work yang ada. And
jangan lupa sharekan di social media dengan tag Gallant Bible.
Betul tu Iza. Baiklah, seterusnya kita teruskan lagi dengan Measuring Advertising. Karya terbaik bertajuk Kids Play, A Sensory Play for Kids. Dipersilakan saudara Muhammad Adib Syukri bin Hamid untuk kongsikan karya beliau.
Assalamualaikum and hi to all. My name is Muhammad Syukri bin Hamid. My project is entitled Kids Play, A Sensory Play for Kids.
Kids Play is a sensory play product that works as an alternative tools to avoid kids from attached to their gadget. As you know, nowadays, we can observe most parents give a gadget in order to soothe their kids. However, there will be consequences which will lead to reduced interaction among kids and parents. Furthermore, it can also lead to violence in kid behavior through long hours of using the gadgets. There will also be certain health issues regarding radiation exposure, which researchers had found from uncontrolled environment in using the gadgets. Lastly, it will also allow addiction to grow inside the kids. There are 3 types of sensory play inside the Kids Play product, which are sensory touch, sensory match, and sensory slime. From my research, sensory play can improve their communication skills, social interaction skills, and also it can increase their problem-solving skills. So, we moving on to my marketing platform that I used, which are print ads for 3 series of poster, a billboard, which I will be placing beside the highway, a digital billboard, a 1-minute short TV commercial, social media, which I'm using for Kids Play, Instagram and Facebook Carousel. And last but not least, some merchandise items, which are bottle, eco-friendly woven bag, and notebook.
I hope that this project will give an awareness to all the parents that gadgets is not the best solution to soothe their kids. For more info, you can visit my Behance profile to know more about my projects and my other notable artworks. Thank you for watching. I'm Adi Shukri. Assalamualaikum. Salam UiTM Hatiku.
Wow, sangat sesuai untuk anak buah-buah kita dengan anak-anak kan?
Betul tu. Sensory play untuk budak-budak yang rasa macam Dia rasa ingin tahu, so dia kena ada macam tu lah.
Main dengan tas.
Yes.
Nah,
Yes,
semua tu.
betul. Seterusnya, bagi majoring graphic design pula, kita mempunyai 2 karya terbaik daripada 2 kumpulan pelajar. Dijemput saudari Zamiatul Atifah binti Zulkafli dari kumpulan A dengan tajuk projeknya In Toto Classroom, Aquaria KLCC Tactile Graphics for Visually Impaired Students untuk sharekan karya beliau. Dipersilakan.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you. My name is Zamiat Atifa binti Zulkafli. I am a Bachelor of Graphic Designs Honour in UiTM Puncak and this is my final year project presentation. Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you. My name is Zamiat Atifa binti Zulkafli. I am a Bachelor of Graphic Designs Honour in UiTM Puncak and this is my final year project presentation. For this project, I focus on Sustainable Development Goals number 4, which is quality education. The title of the project is In Toto Classroom Aquaria KLCC Data Graphics for Visually Impaired Students. What is visual impairment? Visual impairment is an eyesight that is unable to be corrected to a normal levels of eyesight. So there are 3 levels of visual impairment, which are B1 level is completely blind, B2 level partially sighted worse than B3 level, and also B3 level is partially sighted. What is tactile graphic? Tactile graphic is a raised surface or images. The problem statement of this project is Living Classroom by Aquaria KLCC is not accessible for visually impaired students and also lack of proper brand identity. As we all know, Aquaria KLCC is one of the famous oceanarium in Malaysia. They provide a living classroom school package for school students that wish to explore the marine life species, but it doesn't accessible or have a proper brand identity for the classroom. So the creative brief of this project is, it is an innovation and a rebranding project that targeted to visually impaired students 6 to 19 years old, normal students 6 to 17 years old, and also parents, teachers, and related organizations. So this project allows visually impaired students and normal students to explore Aquaria KLCC through the living classroom package that were provided by Aquaria KLCC. But how? So we will rebrand the classroom and create a new brand identity and providing accessibilities for the school students. This is the logo for In Toto Classroom. Data graphics will be provided as an early introduction of marine species. Tactile models can also be found throughout the Aquaria KLCC. Visually impaired students can also download the guiding apps to assist them during their journey. We also have staff kit and student participation gift. Thank you for watching. For more info about this project, do visit my behind Zamiat Atifa Zulkafli.
Maaf, kita ada masalah teknikal sebentar tadi. Iza, apa pendapat Iza tentang artwork Zamiatul ya?
Sangat menarik sebab dia fokus kepada kanak-kanak yang ada masalah penglihatan.
Betul. Kita tak pernah terfikir kan masalah penglihatan tu kita boleh buat sejauh ni, betul tak?
Betul.
So, baiklah. Bagi majoring graphic design yang kedua, next.
Kita lanjut, kita mempersilakan saudari Khairunisa binti Musa dari kumpulan B untuk berkongsi karya beliau yang bertajuk Flip-Flop RVM Recycle Vending Machine for Needy People. Dipersilakan.
Every time, everywhere. Every people produce a waste, but all the waste did not manage it properly. In the end, all the waste will be placed in landfills. This will cause a pollution to the environment. We are already knowing that homeless people often collect recycled items. It looks dirty, it doesn't matter to them, because this is their sustenance to support their lives in the city. So, all these problems can be solved with a solution that aims to overcome the SDG 11. SDG 11 is a sustainable cities and communities goal. This will encourage the recycle practice among them, that easier for people to access necessary needs. The recycle vending machine is a production solution that has been renewed, planned and provided the opportunities for all cities and human settlements. The invention of recycle vending machine has come out with a brand name, Flip-Flop machine. The machine provides 3 features. First, the recycling machine. Second, a vending machine that provides food and self-care needs. Third, a water dispenser. You will discover all 3 of these functions with our Flip-Flop machine. There are 3 steps to use the machine. First, recycle materials such as plastic bottles, aluminium can, papers and cardboard. Next, receive a reward such a token and a point card. Then, redeem the reward through a vending machine and a water dispenser at the Flip-Flop Center. All the recycle vending machine can be found anytime, everywhere, through our geolocation mobile apps, which is Flip-Flop Maps. We will guide you through mapping direction to track our recycle vending machine center. Or, you can just order our livery pickup service, and we will come to your place to pick up the recycled materials. Thus, this innovation will helping the needy recyclers to fulfill their daily needs. Eco-friendly recycle vending machine, and also assisting the sanitation, waste management and solid disposal sector. Let's go to our center to collect your recycle rewards. Come visit our website at www.flipflop.my. Let's save our world. People safe, world safe. Hashtag Vital for Survive.
Wow, sangat menarik
Sangat.
kan?
Betul. Jarang kita nampak vending machine seperti ini sebab kita buat apa? Something macam kita
Dia recycle
Recycle.
plastik, lepas tu
dan
kita
dia dapat reward.
collect
Oh, macam tu.
points and then reward, lepas tu boleh
Betul.
redeem.
Di Malaysia memang jarang nampak lah buat masa ni. Jadi projek dia sangat-sangat nampak lain pada
lah.
lain. Betul tu. Baiklah, kita teruskan. Untuk majoring illustration pula, dipersilakan karya terbaik saudara Muhammad Nur bin Anwar Hussein untuk berkongsi karya beliau dengan tajuknya Promoting Malayan Emergency State by Using Gaming Platform as an Illustrative Medium. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Nur, majoring in illustration, and this is my final year project. The title is Promoting Malayan Emergency State by Using Gaming Platform as an Illustrative Medium. The Malay Emergency or Darurat Malaya was a guerrilla war waged between 1948 and 1960 at Federation of Malaya. The dispute was between the armed force of the Commonwealth the pro-independence rebels of the Malay National Liberation Army and the Malayan Communist Party or Parti Komunis Malaya (PKM). I choose this topic because there's a series of events that took place in 2019 that seem to elevate the Malayan communists as freedom fighters rather than terrorists. One of the problems is because we don't know what liberty costs, how history got us to where we are today, and why his bloody past was worth it. So the aim of this project is to create a game as an illustrative medium that focuses on Malaya emergency to remind the young generation to be discreet and vigilant towards the ideologies of communists through interesting storytelling inside the game. Together with SDG 16 to protect the peace and harmony that our ancestors fight for independence, a replay of the exact event from the past must be shown to the newer generation. I got 3 items for this project. My main item is the game itself. The title is Emergency State. Using Unreal Engine 4, I created the environment, characters and the game logic to revisualize the events that took place during the emergency state. In a single player mode, player can pick a story from the events. There will be a brief about the events before starting. This is a gameplay from the ambush at Sungai Semong in 35th March 1950, Gua Musang, Kelantan. My first supporting item is a 360 panorama or VR illustration video. In this video, viewers can experience in first-person view of what our elders had been through. Together with narrative and background music, we can bring illustration more interactive to the viewers. The title is Erti Perjuangan, and don't forget to set it to the highest quality if you want to watch it. The second supporting item is a concept art book. In here, people can see all the illustration from the sketches of the game to the final render. Together with further explanation of the events inside of the game, this book can help SPM students visualize and remember even better as Communist Threat and Declaration of Emergency is part of the Young Form 4 Chapter 6 History Textbook Syllabus. If you guys want to have a look, go to the link below. I hope this project will help us to stay discreet and vigilant towards the ideologies of communists, as this issue is not a joke and need to spot some light for people to know. That is all from me. Assalamualaikum. Thank you.
Wah, Iza, lain macam dia punya style illustration tu. Rasanya Kia tak boleh buat lah macam apa kita punya style tu realism. Realism. Sebab kita punya student ni, dia punya style, the concept of illustration ni, dia nak macam-macam konsep tau. So dia punya makna ni, the best student ni, kita rasa macam nampak real, kita rasa macam kita dalam the video tu. Betul tak Iza? Iza rasa Iza boleh buat tak? Iza boleh buat macam makna tu buat?
Rasanya tak boleh sebab kita lain style.
Betul tu. Betul tu. Baiklah, kita dah tunjuk semua the best student from all the majorings. So, terima kasih kerana berkongsi karya anda bersama kami. Bagi yang ingin melihat lebih banyak lagi karya mereka, anda boleh melihat di laman web kami www.gallantbible.com.
Anda juga boleh ke media sosial kami iaitu Instagram dan Facebook dengan mencari Gallant Bible. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, untuk sesi seterusnya, kami dengan berbesar hati ingin menjemput speaker pertama kita iaitu Encik Nakai Jasnin Jalaluddin, co-founder dan Chief Spending Officer of the kedua.
Sebelum itu, izinkan saya jelaskan terlebih dahulu mengenai latar belakang beliau. Encik Nakai adalah seorang alumni UiTM pada tahun 2012 dan salah seorang co-founder dari The Kedua yang ditubuhkan pada tahun 2018. The Kedua berkongsi pelbagai peluang pekerjaan dari pekerjaan gig hingga pekerjaan sepenuh masa serta maklumat kursus peningkatan dalam satu platform digital.
Tanpa melengahkan masa lagi, saya ingin menjemput Encik Nakai untuk menyampaikan sesi perkongsian kali ini dengan topik bertajuk Rise of Gig Economy as an Alternative Career.
In 3, wait.
Nakai.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Okay, you may start now.
All right.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, go.
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is.
You may start now.
All right.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, go.
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is.
You may start now.
Okay. All right. Hi. My name is Nakai.
1. Okay, go.
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is.
You may start now.
Okay. All right. Hi. My name is Nakai. Hello. Can you hear me? Right, Razi. I think got technical glitch from.
Okay, I think you have to close your YouTube first.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Nakai and I'm the co-founder of thekedua.com. Thank you, Fakulti Seni Lukis Seni Reka, UiTM. First of all, and it's good to see you again, Dr. Ruslan, and also Puan Jamizain. First of all, I would say congratulations to UiTM for manage to be able to produce like a very high quality graduates and also high quality talent for the future workforce. I would say, looking at all the final year project works, I'm super impressed with all the final year students, with the quality of work that they deliver. And to be honest, like I'm really impressed and speechless with the quality of works. And it's really, if this is the talent that we have, we really have to make use and fully utilize the talents that we have. And for today, I would love to share about the rise of gig economy. Okay, next. Razi, can you go to the next slide? As we are aware, back in 2019, we are impacted by a pandemic called COVID-19. And this is the numbers or figures that I would really love to share with all the final year students, since you guys are going to be graduated and moving forward to join the workforce. As of January 2029, there's about 782,500 unemployed Malaysian. This is like the highest number of unemployment for over the past 3 decades in Malaysia. And out of that, 300,000 of graduates who are expected to be completing their education by 2021, and 60% is actually unemployed even after 1 year of the graduation period. The number is really scary, but I always believe there's always a light at the end of the tunnels. And even because of the impact of COVID-19, a lot will be affected, but we always have to be creative and also adaptive and embrace the use of technology. Okay, next. Before I start my sharing or presentation, I would love to share with you guys about these quotes that I always hold on to it until now, where successful people finding opportunities, where highly successful people create the opportunities. So this is where we have to be firm with ourselves. Do we just want it to be a successful people, or do we want to be a highly successful people? So this is what differentiates between those two. Okay, next. Basically, after as a fresh graduate, so after graduating, there's always about 3 or 4 pathways, which is the first one is for you to join the traditional workforce. Or what we say, like, you find a jobs that is readily available out there. For example, from all these graphic media students, maybe you can work with media companies, you can work with advertising, or now even digital advertising companies. The second pathway is about entrepreneurship, where, to be honest, currently I'm also attaching with one government agency called MAGIC, Malaysia Global Innovation Creativity Center,
where we are focusing on for Magic is about the mandate is about capacity building in terms of entrepreneurship, tech, and innovation. The third pathway I didn't put here is also you can actually further your study to a higher level, doing your master's, and next step is doing your PhD. If you are really interested to be in academic career, or the final pathway, what we call previously as a freelance, or the new terms, what they call as 21st century sexist terms, is gig economy. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today, the rise of gig economy. Okay, next. So if you look at the slide, I'm pretty sure majority of us quite familiar with the logo that the gig economy company logo out here. For example, like we have Grab, especially Grab and Foodpanda. Because of the pandemic, the popularity really orang kata meningkat naik because we can't go out, but we wanted to experience and still eat outside food, which is Grab and Foodpanda really help. And the idea of Grab and Foodpanda that I wanted to share here is that you see how creative and how innovative they can be. Nobody can expect like, oh, people will use this kind of service, but because of the pandemic hits, it's actually a blessing in disguise. This kind of opportunities are rising. So gig, in a simpler terms, is basically a temporary or flexible jobs where the company now tend to hire independent contractors and freelancers. So the difference between gig and traditional is that gig, you tak perlu kerja 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. So you have the flexibility based on the project. Especially, I'm pretty sure most of graphic design, multimedia students, they all already kind of familiar with these freelance job opportunities lah. Like you just do project for one particular company, ataupun you boleh, what the other terms yang orang panggil previously is digital nomad. So this is the current, orang kata, the third economy wave, what we call as a gig economy. Okay, next. So these are actually some of the gig economy opportunities that is available in Malaysia. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do ask me, I'm a degree graduate, why should I work jadi Grab driver ataupun jadi Foodpanda rider? But to be honest, gig economy doesn't just stop there. There's a lot of bigger opportunities, and even now, gig economy already orang kata dah maju lagi, where they start to call as talent economy. So it's not just at a low level job, but they are also offering a high level jobs. Where, for example, like Super Hands, you becoming a virtual assistant. So we have like netizen testing. Just now I saw one of the project doing about AR punya app. So netizen testing is where they provide a platform for you to become a tester, a beta tester for an app, software development. So you get your first hand to try it out first. So maybe you have the idea to develop an AR app. So you might take these opportunities to also work in gig economy company as a gig workers to further refine your ideas, to also understand and open up your eyes to see from a different perspective, a different angle, and you might be open to new ideas. So that's the idea of gig, being in a gig economy. Another one example that I would love to share is about Kiddo Care, where Kiddo Care, they provide you boleh jadi apa orang cakap, a nanny, a part-time nanny, but everything on digital. So this is also the opportunities where orang kata, oh tapi I'm a degree student, takkanlah I nak kerja jadi just jaga budak-budak kecil, might as well I enroll for early education punya degree. But to be honest, the skills, the exposure, the experience that you get is actually much more important as compared to you rasa, because there's always a two side of a coin. You see, on one point, you boleh tengok that, this wouldn't really be beneficial to me. But on the other side, these are the things that what I can earn, what I can get out of it. So it's very important for you to stay positive and always widen your perspective and spectrum. Okay, next. Okay, before I move to benefits of gig economy, I'm always intrigued with this quote. It's a catch-22 situation. In order for you to get a job, you need to have an experience. But in order for you to have experience, you need to get a job. So this is always a chicken and egg situation. As a fresh graduate, you wanted to join the workforce. You wanted to be the future talent. But the issue is that ataupun kalau, I'm pretty sure like some of you dah almost graduate, you guys already start to look for a job. If you notice, one of the funniest things that's happening in the workforce industry is that there's always the terms of fresh graduates are encouraged to apply. Tapi dekat bawah another terms, they akan tulis like a minimum of 2 years working experience. So we always, as a fresh graduate, we always find it's funny, like, okay, you encourage fresh graduates to apply, but you also require us to have experience. But how can we get this kind of experience? And especially now, can you imagine like every year, an estimation of 300,000 graduates being produced by public and private universities. And that numbers alone is only in Malaysia. And can you imagine the competition with the overseas students, overseas grads? It's even bigger and wider. So how can you get this kind of experience if you are not, if you don't get the opportunity? And in fact, the numbers of job being created for university graduates is about, on average, about 97,000 per year, which 97,000 is like 1/3 of the numbers of graduates being produced. So that's the beauty of gig economy. Gig economy can provide you a platform, an opportunity for you to actually get a working experience even before you get a full-time employment. So leverage on that experience that you get as a gig workers, the skills, just like what Prof. Ruslan mentioned just now, we have to continually upskill ourselves. We need to embrace and adopt the digitalization, because if not, we are going to be left behind. So the benefits of gig is actually, it provides you a platform, the opportunity for you to do that. Okay, next. This is one of I would say a simple example that I can show like what are the benefits of gig economy. Can you imagine two graduates from the same university having the same qualifications? Graduate A, graduate with bachelor degree as well in 2020, or graduate B graduated with bachelor degree in 2020 as well. The only difference that graduate A have no working experience. So what graduate A did is just waiting and just attending interview while waiting to get a full-time employment. He or she just stay at home playing social media, those kind of things. Where, on the other hand, the graduate B, while waiting to get a full-time employment, becoming a Grab driver. Okay? So by becoming a Grab driver, I'm pretty sure some of you will think like, why should I become a Grab driver? I'm a degree holder. But can you imagine on the other side, graduate B, which is doing a Grab driver as a part-time gig, he learns how to do financial management. It's a very simple reason is because in order for you to drive for Grab, you need to actually kind of plan in terms of your financial, in terms of the maintenance cost, in terms of the fuel cost untuk minyak apa semua, time cost. So, and in fact, as a Grab driver also, you actually kind of upskilling yourself by learning about communication skills, because you need to communicate with your passengers. So, and even one interesting fact about e-hailing is that in San Francisco, as we all know, San Francisco is like orang kata tanah kelahiran of all these unicorn startups, where San Francisco produced the highest number of young billionaire all over the world, because San Francisco is located near to Silicon Valley. So what they did, most of these startup founders, the young startup founders, they wanted the opportunities to meet with venture capitalists or any potential funders. But in order for them to secure a meeting with these startup founders, apa semua is very hard. So what they did is they drive for Uber, they drive for Lyft. By doing that, they increase their opportunities to meet with all these potential funders. So can you imagine how brilliant the idea is? It's a very simple gesture, but they are very receptive and they are very creative. So that's why it relates to the first quotes that I shared, like highly successful people create the opportunities instead of finding the opportunities. Okay, Razi, next slide, please.
We're having a bit of a
Oh, okay, sure.
hiccup. Wait, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, can you see the slide now?
All right. Yep.
Wait, I'm asking my team if it's okay for you to proceed.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you may go now.
I think you have to go back to the previous slide. Okay, yeah, this one. Okay, so can I start or?
Yeah, okay, you may go now.
Okay. So coming back to the benefits of gig economy with the examples of graduate A and graduate B, after the explanation, so you can see as a future employer, definitely ask yourself, would you hire graduate A with no working experience, or you will hire graduate B that have, it might not be a relevant experience, but driving for Grab? Because for me, the answer would be graduate B. One of the simpler reason is mainly because I can see that graduate B is the one that really, instead of do nothing, but he takes the opportunities to learn about something, or at least to do some job to earn additional income, where graduate A not doing anything. So can you see, like, before even you apply for a job, try to put yourself in the perspective of the future employer. What are the things that the future employer wants? What are the things that future employers are looking for in fresh graduates? And in fact, like Prof. Ruslan did mention earlier in his opening speech, is that we need continuously upskilling ourselves. So via gig economy, it provides you the opportunities for that. And it's not just that, because for example, like as a graphic design student, but you might not see the relevancy of involving in gig economy and also graphic. But can you see, if you're just being a bit more creative in your car, maybe you can display all your portfolio, a design portfolio, and you might not know one of the potential passenger might be your future client as well, because they might be looking for someone that knows how to design or might know how to do digital design or digital marketing. So use this kind of platform to benefit you. Don't stop yourself from seeing like, oh, this won't be beneficial for you. Like anything, just be creative, just be innovative. And in fact, like some of you guys in your final year project did involve about tech in AR, app development, mobile app development, and one of it is about recycle and upcycle touch the SDG part. Ada yang tadi about gamification. So basically, it's not just in terms of gig. You can actually start to explore the opportunities for you to become an entrepreneur. Instead of you working for others, you create job opportunities for others. But I'm pretty sure some of us, our background is not from entrepreneurship background. So we might not have that skills needed to be an entrepreneur. But via gig economy, it actually provides you the platform for you to kickstart your entrepreneur journey at a very basic level. You will know how to be very disciplined. You will know how to manage yourself as a freelancer. So it provides a similar skills needed for you to become an entrepreneur. And in fact, even in Magic, you guys can actually go to the Magic website and see a lot of programs offered to the students for free. Where the only question is that, do you guys wanted to grab these opportunities or not? And even for since last year, the government have allocate about 30 billion allocation for the students to upskill themselves, especially in gig economy sectors, because upskilling is super important right now. I want to stress it out. Upskilling is really, really important because you need to embrace and you also need to adopt the digitalization. And last but not least, I just wanted to talk a bit about the kedua. Razi, can you move to the next slide? So since you guys already know what is gig economy and how it's really beneficial for you, so the question is always like, what's next? What are the next action for you to take? So here I am. We developed an app called the kedua.com. So basically the kedua is like a digital yellow pages. I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure you guys are very young. If you guys knows about yellow pages, so back in the 90s, people used yellow pages as a directory to find phone number. So we take a similar concept and turn it into a digital platform where we provide a directory of gig economy opportunities in Malaysia. And not just that, recently we also launched for full-time employment. So take opportunities on that. You guys can explore other freelancing platform out there like Fiverr, Freelancer, and don't take it like, oh, it's not relevant to me, so I don't need to do it. Just take it as you need to learn multiple things. You need to have a multidisciplinary skills. You might be a graphic designer, but can you imagine if you go to the employer, oh, I'm a graphic designer, but I have strong communication skills. I know how to do stakeholder management. I know how to do financial management because these are the skills that I learned by via gig economy. So can you imagine the value that you bring are much more as compared to the other graphic designer students that, oh, I'm a graphic designer student with no working experience. So you guys can explore this. And last but not least, I wish nothing but the best for your future undertaking. And again, congratulations to UiTM for producing such high quality talents and high quality graduates. And I'm proud to be the UiTM alumni. With that, I end my sharing. Thank you. Okay, Andy.
Okay. Okay, I think you have to wait for a bit.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'm reading, but I'm sending you the question. And
Kai atas ucapan yang sangat membina ini. Sekarang kita mengadakan sesi Q&A.
Baiklah, kita ada soalan daripada YouTube kita. Daripada Abdul Ghafur. How long have you been involved in this gig economy?
Wait. Okay, and then go. Read the question and then answer.
Okay. The first question is, wait, let me see. How and why did you start the kedua? Okay, one of the particular reason how we started and why we started the kedua is once graduated, I actually joined with one of the GLC, one of the government-linked investment company in Malaysia, do project management. So to be honest, as a fresh graduate and earning about 5 figures income monthly, that is really something that I look forward for. But after a while, we realize something is lacking in us. Dia macam you tak dapat rasa kepuasan tu. There's something that is not fulfilling. Then whenever you meet your colleagues, your college mates, and one of the particular things that most of fresh graduates keeps complaining is that two things: not enough salaries, and you are being burdened by the education loan. So how can we do that? Then we realized that back, I think somewhere in year 2000, gig economy already gaining popularity in Japan. Majority of the students are heavily involved in gig economy. So when we visited Tokyo and I find out about the idea of gig economy, so come back to Malaysia, then we also realized another issue is that there's a lot of issue about internet work from home scam. So we realized that, okay, what can we do as rakyat Malaysia that we can contribute something to other fellow Malaysian as well. So that's how we started gig economy, the kedua. And then also another thing is about the one of particular reason, we just wanted to help other Malaysian that might face the same difficulties like us, where if you know that there's only a certain popular or big company out there, but what about the newer companies that is just about to start? They don't have a platform to do that. So that's why we've like, okay, why not we just compile everything and create a list opportunities for the people. So what we did, we just go from one university to another university and start sharing. And after that, it started gaining popularity and people start to asking like, oh, can we have an app? So from there, we start to develop. So that's basically how we started the kedua. And I saw another question is that how long have you been involved in this gig economy? I would say I started involved in gig economy back in 2016, where that time we don't have Grab, we have Uber and also Airbnb. So, and I see a lot of potential opportunities, and even like I even tried myself and start to seeing like, oh, okay, these are the skills. So that's why we try to do this kind of sharing. Another question.
Okay, so actually, that's the third question.
Okay. The third question is how to make employer hire me without experience. Okay. I would say this is always a popular question for the sharing. Like I mentioned earlier, yes, you might not have the experience, but first thing first, put a perspective from employee perspective. What are the things needed by the employer? What can you offer as a future employee? I have one interesting experience with one of my best friend. She's currently the head of training in like one of multinational companies. What she did is she has been unemployed for about 1 year plus. So during the unemployment period, what she did is she went through and do all these online courses, the free online courses. We have Coursera, we have Google, even Facebook right now offering free online courses. So what she did, she enrolled herself for all these free online courses and get as much certification, the skills, the new knowledge as she can. And what she did next is she just approached all HR. She approached, instead of asking them what they need from her, she offering what can she offer to help to the company. So be creative. What she did her research about the company and identify what are the gaps. And then she see like how can she fit into the gap to filling up the gap. So those are also another ways. And also always be creative and like be innovative and think about what are the things that you can offer to the company. I hope that answer your question.
Soalan kedua.
Terima kasih sekali lagi Encik Nakai kerana berkongsi dengan kami topik yang sangat menarik.
Speaker kita yang seterusnya. Sebelum kita teruskan dengan speaker kita seterusnya, kita rehat sebentar ya. Macam mana? Siapa scroll ni? Stop boleh tak? Alright. So sebelum kita teruskan kita punya speaker yang kedua, saya ingin membaca komen daripada YouTube ni. Kita baca daripada yang ke atas sekali. No, bawah sikit. Okay. Alright, kita baca daripada siapa tu? Nurin Elani Makrai. Alhamdulillah, ini dia communication dengan viewers yang lain. So kita scroll ke bawah sikit. Alright. Okay, Hafizi Hisham here for Adib Syukri. Wow, banyak fans saya Adib ni. Bukan jalan-jalan ni. Baik minat betul tu Iza. Abang-abang, apa nama dia? Abang-abang Everett. Orang kata macam tu. So, kita teruskan lagi dengan kita punya majlis. Speaker kita yang seterusnya, Cik Syazratul Atira Ahmad Azhar, Executive Senior Creative Designer di Petronas Dagangan Berhad. Untuk makluman semua, Cik Atira merupakan alumni UiTM pada tahun 2014. Dijemput Cik Atira untuk berkongsi tajuknya iaitu The Path as a Future Designer, What Should You Expect?
Jika anda mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan sesi bicara, sertakan pertanyaan tersebut di ruangan chat atau komen dan kami akan menjawab pertanyaan anda pada akhir sesi ini. Dipersilakan, Cik Atira.
2, 1. Okay, you boleh cakap.
Kejap So can I start now, Razi? Razi?
Yes, you may go now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Assalamualaikum. My name is Shazatu Atira. I am one of alumni student from UiTM. Okay, today I will be. Thank you UiTM for having me. Thank you Fakulti Seni Lukis Seni Reka, and congratulations to all students for finishing your final year and for finishing your final project. So today I will do a little bit of sharing session about way forward after you habis you punya degree. So I will keep this session as informal as possible. Okay, so I will start by introducing myself and my working experience with you guys. Okay, so here is my working experience. Before, lepas I habis diploma, I memang ada kerja kat tempat lain, but I didn't put it here. So this is ini working experience saya right after my degree. So my first job was with MIG Picture. So I guess everyone knows David Teo. So I actually worked with him. So when I was working with him, I did a lot of film posters, cinema collaterals, and things like that. I tak kerja kat sana lama. I think it's about 6 to 7 months I kerja kat situ. And it's actually very tough because lepas you habis degree, you don't know what you want to do with your life. You tak tahu you nak kerja kat mana, you tak tahu you nak buat apa. So before I habis my degree, I started to pass I punya resume sana sini. So fortunately, MIG is the first company who called me to be interviewed, and that is where I started working with MIG. Well, working with MIG is a bit tough, I can say, because you baru habis belajar, and then you have to produce a film posters where it involves a lot of editing, it involves a lot of cropping, nak kena buat effect dekat design you apa semua. So it's not easy, but I learned a lot from MIG in terms of my software usage, Illustrator, Photoshop. So dekat sini memang I banyak gila dapat experience. So after 7 months macam tu, I stopped working with MIG. I started working with a digital agency. This is a very small digital agency. It's called Script Interactive. I'm really not sure whether this company still exists ke tak, but I tak kerja kat sana lama. I think sama juga, about 6 to 7 months period of working kat situ. But here, I really learn a lot because you are dealing with a lot of clients. You are dealing with a lot of people. Even though it's just a small digital agency, but we have quite a big client dekat situ. One of the client yang ada is Cortex, Red Bull, Kimball. So ada banyak lagi lah. So dekat sini, I buat social media postings. We handle end-to-end punya event. So dekat sini memang banyak belajar in terms of dealing with people and in terms of your creativity, because you are working with agency, so you kena cepat. So whatever yang you buat, the brief that you got, you memang kena cepat. And then you are working with different kind of client, and you have to be really creative. When you are working with Red Bull, how did you tap Red Bull punya CI? How did you tap Red Bull punya creative scope? When you work with Kimball, macam mana pula you nak adapt dengan Kimball punya brand guidelines and everything? So I actually did learn a lot in this company. So I can say when I work with Film Interactive, my creativity, I can say, memang menaik lah. And then after a while, I think end of March, I started to I pergi interview dengan Petronas. So this is where I'm currently working right now. I'm working with Petronas Dagangan Berhad since 16 April 2015 until now. So I think it's almost 6 years already. I've been working with Petronas Dagangan Berhad as an executive senior creative designer. So what I do in Petronas, orang selalu cakap working as an in-house designer senang. Orang cakap macam, alah kau kerja in-house designer je, apa yang susah pun. Setakat buat flyers, setakat buat email blast. No, it's very easy. That's what people always been telling me. But in Petronas Dagangan, I basically buat everything. Because there's no creative director, there's no copywriter, there's no FA artist, there's no DI artist, there's no even a junior designer. So basically, I buat everything from ideation, research, creating the key visual, thinking about the copy, the body copy, the headlines, the masthead, the call to action, everything basically I did it on my own. But we do have an external agency that we hired them to handle our 360 advertising campaign. But most of the key visual, I did it myself. And sometimes there are times that my agency cannot give what we want. Dia tak ikut kita punya brief. So I have to talk them. So most of the times, most of the creative, I did it myself. So right now, whatever that you see in Petronas stations or you see dekat billboard ke, dekat digital billboard ke, mostly those are my designs. Okay, so that's about me. So now I want to talk about way forward after you dah habis you punya degree. So the real challenge begins on your first step outside of university. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty. There's going to be a lot of rejection. There's going to be a lot of criticism. Uncertainty maksud saya macam after this, aku nak buat apa? Aku nak kerja apa? Aku nak kerja dekat mana? Should I be a freelancer? Should I work in advertising agency? Or should I just work as a freelancer? Well, to me, it doesn't matter you nak buat apa lepas ni for as long as you are rajin. So, lepas ni nak kerja dekat advertising agency ke, nak kerja dekat in-house company ke, it's all up to you. But don't aim too high. You can always start small. Jangan terus keluar daripada degree, oh aku nak kerja kat Leobernet, aku nak kerja kat Mercan, aku nak kerja dekat Danga DDB. No, you can always start small. Sometimes you get more input, more experience when you work with a smaller agency. So it doesn't matter whether you kerja kat kedai printing ke apa, you can always gain experience from there. And then rejection. Okay, rejection sekarang ni, maksud I, what if you apply kerja and then company to reject you? Because sekarang ni pun everyone knows that we have been badly impacted by COVID-19. So banyak company yang freeze diorang punya employment and everything. But don't worry, for as long as you rajin, you doa dan you tawakal, insyaAllah you akan dapat kerja tu. Okay, so criticism. Maksudnya, lepas ni kalau you nak kerja, contoh orang cakap kat you, you kerja as an in-house designer. Asal kau kerja kat in-house designer tu? Tak best lah kerja kat situ. Bukannya buat kerja banyak pun. Why not you go to advertising agency? Kalau you kerja dekat kedai printing ke, dekat small company ke, people will always talk about you. But again, it's up to you. It's on you. Benda-benda macam ni. Because you decide for yourself. And like I said, you can always start small in order for you to climb the ladder. Okay. So what qualities make a good graphic designer? So of course, the first one would be creativity, consistency, problem solving, always learning, patience, and able to take criticism and agile. I think as a graphic designer, being creative is the most important thing, because if you are not creative, then how are you going to produce a good key visuals? So you must always be creative, think outside of the box in order for you to create a good visuals. Consistency. So talking about consistency, as a designer yourself, you must know how to use the tools, how to play around with your layout, with your font, with the brand guidelines, so that your visual will always seem consistent. Okay, problem solving. Problem solving is also very important. Aside from creating visual yourself, you will also need to know how can you solve a problem using your visuals. So maknanya macam you punya visual tu, if let's say the brief sampai macam ni, and you make sure that your audience pun akan faham you punya visual tu, you tengah cakap pasal apa, your campaign is talking about what, your promo is talking about what. And also, as a designer, I think it's very, very good for you to have a very good problem-solving skill, because nowadays, based on my working experience, people always think that, alah, designer buat design je kot. Mana dia orang tahu nak buat benda-benda lain. So it's good if you can solve problems so that you have a little more extra value in yourself. Okay, always learning. You, as a designer, every day is a learning process. Every time you buat design baru, every time you buat campaign baru, every time you buat promo baru, you akan belajar a lot of things. Not just on your software design. I mean, not just your software skill, but tapi you akan boleh explore different kind of design out there, and also, yeah. Okay, so next we'll go to patience. You have to be very patient, because as a designer myself, I banyak gila kena bersabar when orang minta ni. Sometimes benda tu timeline semua dekat-dekat. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. So you have to be very, very patient. Bila you dah start kerja nanti, you tak boleh cepat melantun, you tak boleh cepat marah, because kat situ orang akan nampak you punya professionalism. And then, okay, next point will be able to take criticism. So benda ni very important, because as a designer, myself and you guys also, as a designer, designer ni dia ada dia punya proud tau. They always think that their design is the best, but sometimes whatever that you propose, boss you tak suka, tak kena dengan taste boss you. They think this visual won't work. So just take a deep breath when this happens. Try to sort masalah ni and try to come up with a solution yang boleh puaskan hati everybody. Okay, the last one is agile. I think as a designer, you have to be very nimble. You guys have to be very on top of your skill, on top of you punya ability to adapt dengan current situation, dengan current design and stuff. So next, traits of an unprofessional designer. So these are the things that yang kalau lepas ni you keluar as a designer, don't do this, because from my experience, I pun ada juga buat benda-benda yang kat dalam screen ni, and it doesn't bring me any good. So the first one would be oblivious to industry updates. So this is very important, because as a designer, you must know what is the current trend, what is the latest Pantone color ke apa semua, because benda-benda ni semua yang you akan apply dekat you punya design nanti. So that when people see your design, they know that you have knowledge. You tak buat design just because you have to do design. And then don't take criticism personally. Okay, this happened to me also last time, and believe me, it is so bad. So like I said, lepas ni, if let's say you kerja, you punya boss tak suka design you, let's say you punya art director tak suka design you ke apa semua, just take a breather, pergi chill kat mana-mana sekejap, and then you go back to your work and try to do the best you can, discuss balik dengan team member you ke apa semua, so that you can produce apa yang diorang tak suka tu, apa benda diorang kata design you tak kena ke apa semua. But don't take it personally, because if you take it personally, then benda tu akan jadi negative effect dekat yourself. Bila you ada negative effect, you akan ada creative block. You rasa malas, you rasa macam lantak lah kau pandai sangat kau buat sendiri. Don't. Believe me, it's not going to bring you any good. Okay, so disorganize. Disorganize memang tak bagus as a designer. Maknanya macam if let's say you have you ada banyak gila kerja at one time, you kena organize betul-betul masa you, file you, whatever that you are working at that time, so that you don't get mixed up with a lot of things. Because I know sometimes bila kita kerja, orang ni bagi brief, orang tu bagi brief, klien ni nak tu, klien ni nak ni. So you must organize your time properly, manage your work properly, so that you can deliver the best you can for your clients or for the company that you are working at that time. Procrastinating. Benda ni, I tahu ramai orang yang suka buat. Sebab I pun suka buat juga. Tapi again, like I said, procrastinating ni memang tak bagus. Sebab I pun ada masalah where I have so many things to do. I macam, nanti aku buat. Bila nantilah aku buat tu, semua timeline tu dah dekat. So bila timeline tu dah dekat, semua orang cari you, and you sebenarnya cari masalah untuk diri you. So, let's not procrastinate. Kalau dapat brief tu, try your best to actually buat benda tu secepat mungkin, sebaik mungkin, but still produce a good quality of work. Jangan buat kerja cepat-cepat, tapi design you lacking here and there. So make sure kalau you buat cepat pun, you still give the best that you can. Absence of creativity. So again, benda ni very important, because kalau you rasa at one point of time you dah ada creative block, you dah burn out ke apa semua, start looking for you guys are comfortable, so that you guys can keep the creative juice flowing. So korang boleh sentiasa bagi idea-idea baru dekat company, idea-idea baru dekat klien you, dekat bosses, dekat you punya AD, dekat you punya CD. Keep the creative juice flowing by doing a lot of research. Don't let yourself hilang creativity tu. Okay? And lastly, being a smart. Okay, benda ni I think ramai gila orang yang tak suka. Because it's not going to bring you any good juga if you are being cocky, or if you rasa you bagus. So, like I said, semua designer rasa dia bagus, design dia bagus. Oh, aku yang boleh produce design yang paling bagus. Don't be. Because we always have to stay humble dengan apa yang kita buat. So, orang pun akan senang dengan kita, kita pun akan senang dengan orang. Always humble. Jangan jadi macam, oh, aku tahu semua benda. Okay? So, next, do something different and put yourself out there. Okay. I nak cerita sikit pasal experience I masa I baru join Petronas. I am having a really hard time coping with Petronas punya working environment, with the people, with the brand guidelines and everything. So, when I first joined Petronas, I think about 2 or 3 months, I'm stuck. I tak ada idea. I cannot be creative because I was from a digital agency, and when I joined Petronas, you have to stick with the guideline. You have to always use the same font. You must always use the primary, secondary color. Itu je you punya limitation. So I talk to myself, Atira, macam ni you nak buat design kreatif kalau kau asyik kena pakai font yang sama, if you have to still use the same color. Kalau katalah kau kerja kat sini 3-4 tahun lagi, takkan design kau stuck dengan guideline yang sama. So what I did was, I went to my boss. I said, well, can I propose something different? Can I do something different? Boleh tak? I don't want to use this font for our campaign. Boleh tak? I tak nak guna colour ni. Tak nak guna this Petronas green for our campaign. And then she said, I'm not sure whether the people above will accept the changes that we're going to make. But you can try. If approved, because in Petronas, there's so many layers of people that you need to get approval for just one key visual, berlayer-layer. So, what I did was, I try something, I do something different. I muster my courage to actually see my boss and minta dia, boleh tak? I don't want to use all of this. I want to scrap this. But I still akan maintain the brand guideline, just not the color, just not the font. And then, okay, she said, okay, try. If your design flies, then that's good for you. Okay, then Alhamdulillah, after that, memang dah tak ada design yang guna that specific font saja. So after yang I minta approval dengan my boss tu, after that all the campaigns of all the promo, merchandises, gift card and whatever, semua dah tak guna Petronas punya font and color identity. I'm not saying that macam you can always langgar, but if you want to create changes, you must try. If benda, kalau selagi you tak cuba, selagi tu orang tak tahu. And then put yourself out there. So this is me putting myself out there. So orang tahu yang as a designer, you bukan kena ikut je apa yang orang cakap. Maksudnya you must have you punya belief, and you know, if you know you can do more, if you know you can do it, why not? Just put yourself out there so people will see you. So the visibility is going to be there. So people will value you for what you are fighting for. So macam I fight not to use the font, the Petronas green all the way. Okay. And always challenge yourself. Don't get too comfortable dengan apa yang you ada sekarang. Macam I dah dekat Petronas, even though it's already 6 years, I say I'm very comfortable with my position right now. But I always challenge myself whenever I get a new brief, a new com brief. Oh, okay, Atira, this is a new campaign, this is a new promo, I want you to do it. So every time when I get the brief, I will try to challenge myself and okay, Atira, apa lagi yang kau boleh buat? Apa lagi yang kau boleh buat to make this more beautiful, to make this more impactful, so to make your design more dynamic and everything. So don't get too comfortable and always challenge yourself. Sebab orang pernah cakap, Atira tak bosan ke kerja kat Petronas dah 6 tahun? Apa je yang kau buat? Even though I'm working with Petronas, but every time we have a different promo. Every time we have a different campaign. Like recently, we launched 97 Petronas Premax 97. So, walaupun I kerja dekat Petronas, but benda yang I buat bukan benda yang sama every day. And I don't just do email blast or flyers. I buat a lot more than that. So, yeah, keep on challenging yourself. Okay, even though working as a designer, ada banyak gila downfall, sometimes ada banyak gila challenges. Orang tak suka design you and everything. But I was still doing this because I still have so much passion in me, and I still have so much to give. And I hope after this, all of you guys yang dah habis degree ni, I hope you still keep the passion burning in you, so that whenever you go out later, when you work outside later, you can give the best that you can to the industry. Like I said, walaupun ada banyak gila challenges working as a graphic designer, but I couldn't see myself doing anything else other than being a graphic designer, because I love this job so much, because people don't know how much design can change something, can change people's perspective, can change even your company punya look and feel. So keep doing what you like. Okay, start small, keep on creating, and when you make it big, stay humble. This is what I always tell myself. Like I said, start small. Start small meaning to say, lepas you habis belajar, it doesn't mean that you have to go to big agency terus. You don't have to aim so high. It's good that you have ambition, but it's good also that you keep yourself grounded. So start small. You know, when I was working with MIG, I earned only 1,500 per month, and it's not worth it. Really not worth it. But it's okay. I always believe that dekat mana you kerja pun, you can always pick and gain experience, knowledge from tempat tu, no matter how small kedai tu. Even if you kerja kedai printing ke apa lepas ni, I believe you know. I believe you you akan guna juga experience you tu bila you pergi dekat a bigger company after that. Keep on creating. If you dah start small, and then of course if you dah start kerja apa semua, you will keep on want to climb the ladder. You pun obviously akan ada ambition, you punya ambition. Apa you nak jadi lepas ni? Oh, right now I'm a junior graphic designer, and after that I want to be a senior graphic designer, and after that I want to be an art director, and after that I want to be an art director. So it's normal if you have those kind of ambition, but when you make it big, always stay humble and always respect others. That is my belief. Walau macam mana tinggi you pun, you kena sentiasa tengok dekat bawah, because hidup ni macam roda, you tak tahu hari ni you kat atas, esok you kat bawah. So stay humble and respect semua orang. Macam that's why when I have interns, I always treat them equally, because you will never know if one day tiba-tiba you punya intern tu tiba-tiba jadi boss you ke, you punya staff tiba-tiba jadi boss you ke. So always stay humble and respect others. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Razi?
Terima kasih Cik Atira atas tajuk yang menarik ini. Sekarang kita mengadakan sesi Q&A. Jadi saya nak baca daripada YouTube ni, daripada Yuin Lee. Hi Cik Atira, I would like to ask for fresh graduates and for experience, will it be better to start in small agencies first or for big companies?
My first question is for fresh graduates and for experience, would it be better to start in small agency first or big companies? Okay. Okay, in my experience, it's good if you are actually working in a small company first, in a small agency or in a small company first, it doesn't matter. Because in a small company, you ada only few people. So when you have few people, you have more responsibility. So when you have more responsibility, you akan belajar lebih banyak. For example, when I was working with the Scream Interactive, I'm the only designer there, so I learned a lot of things there. So sebab kalau you kerja dekat big agency or big company dulu, dekat situ usually dah ada orang-orang yang akan buat, dah ada role masing-masing. For example, you're going to have your own FA artist, you are going to have your own creative director, who's going to art director who's going to give you some direction on your visual apa semua. But when you are working with small agency, you will have to learn how to be independent with yourself. Because when I work last time, I don't have a creative director, so I have to churn out my own ideas. So from there, I learn macam mana nak buat I punya research, macam mana start buat visual tu, and I also learn how to do my own, simple copywriting, and also I pun tahu macam mana nak buat my own FA, so I don't have to depend on my FA artist to actually buatkan I punya FA. So in my experience, I would suggest you to go for a small agency or small company first. because you are going to learn a lot dekat situ, and then when you jump into a bigger company, you dah boleh carry experience you, apa yang you ada tu, and I think you can work better that way. But again, benda semua up to your rezeki. If you punya rezeki terus dapat big company ke apa semua, but still you must learn on how to be independent dulu. Alright, that would be my answer. Okay, my second question will be, you have to do everything dekat Petronas. Pernah tak kena artist block or burn out? Okay, honestly speaking, yes. Bukan sekali, tapi berkali-kali, especially bila dah start working from home. In Petronas, kita orang dah tak masuk office since March last year. So, it's already 1 year. Masa you kerja dekat office, you don't really have a creative block or burnout because you can always talk to people. You can always turun bawah pergi beli kopi jap ke apa semua. Tapi bila you dekat rumah ni, memang dia punya creative block tu lagi menjadi-jadilah. Tapi nak buat macam mana, kerja tetap kerja, visual still kena deliver. So, you have to know how to manage benda tu. Macam I'm having a very, very bad creative block and burnout. I go buy a drawing block, coloring book, so I start coloring to release some steam. And after that, alhamdulillah, okay. So, yeah.
Terima kasih sekali lagi Cik Atira.
Dan kami akan kembali sebentar nanti.
Kita akan kembali sebentar lagi. So, stay tune. Jangan pergi mana-mana ya. Terjumpa selepas ni.
menjemput speaker kita yang terakhir, Encik Indra Halim. Beliau merupakan RF3 World Leader syarikat ditubuhkan pada tahun 2013. Sebuah syarikat e-commerce yang menyediakan platform bisnes untuk semua, di mana ia juga membantu membuka peluang perniagaan untuk menjadi ahli perniagaan yang berjaya.
Tanpa melengahkan masa lagi, dijemput Encik Indra untuk berkongsi topik mengenai changing mindset of design talent, empowering your creativity skills to conquer the world. Jika anda mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan mengenai sesi bicara, sertakan pertanyaan tersebut di ruangan chat atau komen dan kami akan menjawab pertanyaan anda pada akhir sesi ini. Dipersilakan Encik Indra.
Okey. Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Still morning lagi. Alright, so thank you everyone. My name is Indra Halim. So thank you to all of you to attend this session, visual for design talent. Okay, thank you to Puan Jamizan for inviting me. Alright, so today I will share you. So you can see my screen is about changing mindset of design talent, empowering your creativity skill to conquer the world. Okay, so before saya start this session, saya nak kenalkan diri saya. Okay, my background is actually on the design engineering. Okay, so I'm involved in oil and gas industry. It's about 15 years. Okay, tapi suddenly I changed my career from engineer, seorang engineer design yang bekerja hampir 15 tahun ni, buat design untuk buat tangki, buat piping, construction, tapi suddenly I involved in digital marketing. So after this, you can tahu macam mana perubahan masa dunia ni, okay, kita boleh conquer dunia, because sekarang ni apa-apa pun is on virtual, digital. So saya nak bercerita based on my slide after this. Okay, so I involved in this digital marketing hampir 2 tahun, okay, on the network marketing. Alright, so I will tell you the story, how that you can change your life daripada seorang student, you keluar dekat sana nanti apa you nak cari, you nak cari kerja. So kebanyakan ada yang tak ada kerja, ada yang ada kerja. So this is the platform that I want to share with you. Okay. Okay, so bagaimana design talent, skill, your knowledge, anda boleh disalurkan ke jalan yang paling pantas, create income. Kenapa pantas dan sustainable, dan kita bersistematik, and anda boleh tawan dunia. Okay, alright, so actually apa yang anda cari selepas habis belajar? Apa-apa pun anda nak bekerja, kerjaya, anda belajar, okay, 4 tahun, 5 tahun, dan you all nak bekerja, apa yang you cari? So this one, I will tell you the perfect career list. Alright, so kita bila bercakap tentang kerjaya ni, dan kita banyak bertanya kepada semua orang, dan ada bermacam-macam jawapan. So kebiasaan orang akan bercakap, mereka akan kata mereka tak nak ada bos, betul tak? Okay, mereka tak nak ada alarm clock, dia orang tak nak kerja ikut waktu, bekerja masuk pukul 8 Puncak, balik pukul 6 malam, ada yang OT. Okay, mereka tak nak ada pekerja, mereka tak nak ada politik dan suka politik. Mereka tak nak suka peraturan syarikat, berlakunya perkara yang tidak adil. Ini biasalah, ada yang kaki kipas, ada yang kerja rajin, ada yang malas, okey. bangsa umur dah jantina. Ini biasa pekerjaan. So mereka tak nak dan tahu perlu perlu ada pendidikan. Ni semua tak nak. Tapi dan orang mula bercakap lebih pada positif. Mereka suka yang bekerja ni. Orang nak sesuatu yang positif. Produk yang baik, servis yang baik, pendapatan yang tiada terhad. Mereka nak unlimited income. Semua yang keluar ni semua nak ada duit, nak kerja. So pendapatan yang berpanjangan. Gembira bekerja dengan orang yang kamu sendiri suka. Kebebasan waktu kerja, freedom. Sesuatu yang kita buat sangat bermakna, personal growth, ada matlamat peribadi, banyak faedah, dan international, risiko rendah, low startup cost, modal permulaan yang rendah, economy proof, bukti pendapatan yang kukuh dan keseronokan. So bila kita bercakap tentang kerja, kerjaya ni kita ada 5 kategori. You all pilih. Ni option. So hari ni saya nak share macam mana you boleh buka you punya minda ni. You nak keluar nak jadi apa. Selain daripada bekerja. Ni option. So kita ada 5 kategori pekerjaan, career. Pekerjaan kolor biru ni biasalah. Kalau yang tak tahu, kolor biru ni orang yang biasa yang tidak berpelajaran. Diorang more pada teknikal, diorang pada pekerja buruh. Buat construction, perusahaan, kilang-kilang. Ini semua kategori yang kolor biru. Dan pekerjaan kolor putih ni pula, mereka ni yang profesional. You all ni profesional, yang ada education. You all bahagian management, you all boleh more pada like macam doktor, more pada engineer, more kepada lawyer, ni doktor, ni semua pekerjaan kolor putih. So pekerjaan kolor putih ni pun you bekerja siang dan malam. Kadang-kadang you terlibat dengan society, you terlibat dengan bermacam-macam masalah office dan syarikat ni. You all more kepada bekerja siang dan malam, tak tentu masa, bekerja sekuat mungkin, nak kejarkan income, you nak kejarkan pangkat, you nak kejarkan salary. Tetapi ke mana? Adakah seronok bekerja ni? Nanti saya ceritakan pengalaman saya bekerja. You nak menjual, you mencari penjual ni ataupun kita kata sale. You nak buat sale, you kerja dengan sebuah syarikat, you kerja sale. Tapi kalau syarikat tu tak bertahan lama, dia berubah, dia tukar sistem, dia main harga, dia akan dia compete antara satu sama lain, dan tak tentu juga syarikat macam penjual ni, orang yang jadi sale ni, dia boleh bertahan lama. Alright, yang nombor 4 adalah pemilikan perniagaan tradisional. Yang ini dia nak jadi owner, dia nak jadi boss. Dia nak jadi boss. Aku ada talent, aku boleh buat ni. Tapi masalahnya bila you nak berniaga, you nakkan ada modal yang banyak dan belum tentu you punya investment. You buka syarikat, you akan dapat return ROI tu dengan cepat terpulang kepada bisnes yang kamu buat. So tapi risiko dia tinggi sebab you all nak bayar pekerja, you nak tahu nak bertahan, you nak pastikan syarikat tu bertahan lebih lama. So apa yang you cari? So pelaburan pula, pelaburan ni banyak investment, syarikat-syarikat investment. Hari ni berpeluh sikit lah. Ni dah sejuk kan? Alright. So pelaburan, banyak syarikat pelaburan tapi you all perlukan modal. So hari ni saya nak bercerita tentang network marketing. So apa yang you boleh buat dengan network marketing? Alright. Hujungnya tetap sama, semua orang perlukan duit untuk hidup. Alright, duit bukan segala-galanya. Duit tak bawa mati, tapi duit tak ada duit boleh mati. Betul tak? Alright. So kita akan cari apa perniagaan yang boleh cepat kaya. Tak ada orang buat bisnes yang nak lambat kaya. So saya nak tunjuk you, tajuk pun cantik hari ni, kita nak conquer over the world. Gunakan kelebihan anda, you all belajar buat design, you all buat digital marketing, you all buat, you belajar copywriting, Okay, gunakan kelebihan ni untuk collect, untuk buat duit lebih pantas. Kita ada satu platform, kita ada jalan untuk you yang kita boleh share dekat sini. Kita dah proven, syarikat ni dah proven yang dah lahirkan ramai orang yang senang, termasuk student, termasuk suri rumah tangga, termasuk yang profesional, orang yang engineer boleh berubah, orang yang jadi doktor pun, orang yang jadi pensyarah pun boleh. Okay, so saya nak tanya anda lah, bekerja, agak-agak lah kalau bekerja ni you boleh ada simpanan tak dalam 500,000 dalam masa 10 tahun. Ni secara logik. You all bekerja, contohlah gaji. Gaji 5,000 ke 10,000 ke setiap bulan. Agak-agak lah bila you dalam situasi COVID-19 ni pula, agak-agak lah boleh simpan tak 500,000 dalam masa 10 tahun? Mungkin tidak. Okay, so ini saya nak tunjukkan macam mana anda boleh pergi jauh dengan syarikat ni. So syarikat ni, okay, kita namakan syarikat RF3 World. Okay, kalau you all nak tahu, syarikat ni adalah syarikat Malaysia. Okay, dia dibangunkan, owner dia adalah orang Triang Pahang, anak Melayu kita sendiri, orang Malaysia. Okay, so kat mana kekuatan syarikat RF3 World ni? So you all ambil tahu sikit. Ini option, you buka minda sikit kenapa you perlu tahu pasal syarikat Malaysia ni, RF3 World ni. Okay, syarikat ni sebenarnya dia adalah syarikat networking, dia ada base product, okay, dia ada sistem. Okay, syarikat Malaysia yang bertaraf global. Global maksudnya dia dah ada lebih kurang 53 negara. Maksudnya satu hari nanti you all gunakan talent you untuk buat bisnes ni bukan sahaja di Malaysia tetapi di luar negara. 53. Kita dah sediakan platform 53 buah negara. Okay, berada di pasaran hampir 8 tahun dan akan melangkau ke 50 tahun akan datang. Okay, sebab apa? Biasanya dunia networking ni, okay, diorang cuma boleh bertahan 3 ke 4 tahun. Dia depends kepada owner, dia depends kepada sistem dan dia depends kepada produk yang dijual. Okay, so kita punya produk ni, sistem kita ni, dia dah terbukti hampir 8 tahun. Dan kita akan tunjuk, kita akan beritahu anda kenapa sistem ni cantik. So nanti kemudian kalau ada soal dan jawab, you all boleh tanya. Alright, dan kita mempunyai produk yang paling hebat di dunia. Okay, nanti saya share sikit produk ni, dekat luar sana bermacam-macam produk. Bila you all keluar, you all pergi ke sebuah syarikat, you all promote, you all design, tapi you buat untuk siapa? Okay, you buat untuk syarikat tersebut. Siapa yang kaya? Minta maaf lah, biasa owner yang akan kaya. You all kerja 24 jam, you all buat OT, diorang bersungguh-sungguh, design buat cantik, buat attraction, you buat brand awareness, you buat apa-apa pun, siapa yang kaya? Okay, owner akan kaya, bukan you yang kaya. You bekerja siang malam. Okay, so syarikat ni pula dia menerima hampir 50 global award. You bayangkan syarikat Malaysia bukan calang-calang syarikat. Okay, dia dah lahirkan ramai jutawan. Okay, mempunyai kekuatan network hampir 53 negara. Yang macam saya cakap tadi, dia akan pergi lagi ke 150 negara. 150 negara ni maksudnya you ada 100 lagi negara yang belum conquer lagi ni. Macam mana nak conquer? Gunakan kelebihan anda, okay, buat digital marketing, kita sediakan sistem, kita sediakan produk pun dah terbukti hebat, okay, jalan saja. Kita dah sediakan highway, kita dah sediakan platform, okay, terbukti sudah melahirkan 48 jutawan dan akan meraihkan lagi jutawan, 200 jutawan setiap tahun. Nanti saya akan share sikit macam mana student yang belum habis belajar dah ada income, dah ada kereta, dah ada rumah. Ini kehebatan syarikat ni, kekuatan ni. Okay? Alright. So, bila saya cakap tadi, global market, you all boleh buat design, you all boleh come up with copywriting a good, you boleh attract people from overseas untuk berniaga dengan anda, untuk diorang join anda dalam bisnes ni. Okay, so you bayangkan dalam antara 53 buah negara syarikat ini telah pergi ataupun dah ada di USA. Kebiasaan kita biasa dengar produk ataupun syarikat yang masuk ke dalam Malaysia ni daripada Europe, daripada US ataupun daripada negara-negara lain. Tapi you bayangkan kalau syarikat Malaysia, produk Malaysia, sistem Malaysia dah ada di USA. So you tengok ni EJ Pedro ni, EJ Pardo ni, dia orang USA. Okay, tetapi dia menggunakan produk kita, dia berniaga di USA. So dari sanalah dia orang hasilkan ramai jutawan. Okay, you bayangkan, you tengok setiap bulan dia orang ambil produk dari Malaysia berkontainer. EJ Padro ni, orang USA pun menggunakan produk Malaysia ni. Okay, alright. So saya nak tunjuk sikit macam mana suri rumah, student boleh buat income. You tengok. Okay, kita ada sistem ni. Nanti kita ada sesi lain. You all boleh bertanya. Tengok, orang suri rumah pun boleh ada income konsisten. Setiap bulan 11,000, 15,000. Okay, ini suri rumah sahaja. Okay, ini doktor. Doktor yang belum habis lagi untuk posting ataupun dia nak lepas habis belajar, habis graduate sebagai doktor, belum dapat posting pun dah ada income 9,000. Nampak? Terus beli kereta X90. Okay? Alright. Ni saya nak cakap. Fresh graduate belum habis belajar dah ada income 8,000 setiap bulan consistently. Alright, ini nama dia Cik Asrul. Okay, nanti kita boleh kenalkan dengan Cik Asrul ni. Alright, ini pun juga fresh graduate, dia belajar bukan belajar multimedia, dia bukan belajar untuk digital marketing, tapi tengok income dia, 14,000 setiap bulan. Okay, saya nak tanya anda lah, kalau anda keluar dekat sana tu, anda bekerja dengan sesebuah syarikat, okay, agak-agak berapa gaji anda bermula? 1,500? 2,500? Based pada you punya experience. Kalau tak ada experience, belum tentu anda akan dapat kerja. Itu satu. So kita buktikan sini, fresh graduate pun boleh buat income. Kat sana tu, dekat luar sana tu berlumba-lumba nak cari apa benda aku nak buat ni. Ni buka minda ni, apa aku nak buat? Kerja tak ada. Takkan nak buat Grab. Belajar 4 tahun, ada degree nak buat Grab. Okay? So ini platformnya. Okay, ini kita ada ustazah dan ustaz, cikgu. Nampak tak? Cikgu pun ambil peluang. Nampak 7,000 income dia setiap bulan. Ini suri rumah juga 5,000. Ini pun suri rumah juga. Okay, so kebanyakan lah. Nampak tak? Ini pun suri rumah. Suri rumah boleh collect 20,000. Agak-agaklah suri rumah tu kita bantu dia, kita bagi satu platform. Okay, kita ada produk, kita ada sistem. 1,000 ke 2,000 pun dia orang kata dah banyak. Lagilah 20,000. Untuk pengetahuan, bila anda ada income 20,000 setiap bulan ni, orang-orang biasa saja, nanti you all akan shock culture. Sebab apa? Hari-hari, tiap-tiap bulan, nak tukar kereta tiap-tiap bulan. Orang setengah pandemik ni, fikir nak makan pun tak cukup. Ini kelebihan dunia networking. Okay? Alright. Harga barang dijangka naik. Orang bujang banyak hutang. 1,200 penjawat awam pinjam alung. Bayar hutang sampai mati. Inilah kehidupan sebenar, inilah kehidupan reality you all. Nanti you all tahu, you keluar daripada situasi pembelajaran, you pergi ke sesebuah syarikat, you alami dunia pekerjaan. Okay, macam inilah. Muflis kerana hutang kereta. Nampak tak? Orang struggle nak bayar hutang. So you bayangkanlah pandemik COVID-19 ni macam mana, berapa ramai syarikat yang tutup, berapa ramai yang dibuang kerja. Inilah realiti kehidupan. Alright. Bekas juru terbang terjun tingkat 12 selepas hilang kerja. Ini pun realiti. Nampak tak, orang stres ni, tak ada kerja, kena buang kerja. So apa you nak buat ni? Ini jawapan dia. Okay. Alright, ini hakikat kerja makan gaji. sewa rumah, duit kereta, petrol, barang dapur, susu, pampers, nanti bila dah berkahwin, paling sikit pun 2,500 setiap bulan. Cukup ke? Cukup ke cukup? So, ada baki RM90. Agak-agaklah RM10. RM90 tu kalau kita darabkan dengan 10 tahun, boleh tak ada simpanan? Alright, so at least lah kalau you duduk dekat bandar-bandar besar ni, at least you ada income at least 8,000 ke 10,000 ke atas, barulah you boleh bersimpan, you nak beli tu, nak beli ni yang extra. Okay, alright. Okay, sistem kita mudah saja. Okay, you join as a member, you join, kita ada sistem. Okay, sistem ni kita akan bagi training, kita akan bagi you cara macam mana you nak create income ni daripada selling. Selling ni datang daripada you punya talent lah. Talent you macam mana? Attract orang untuk design, video, copywriting untuk beli produk you, join member dan buat bisnes sama-sama. Okay, ini kita tunjuk satu sistem yang di mana platform kita ni dia boleh bagi you income 4,000 setiap hari. Ini maksimum. Nanti kita cerita, kita ada lebih kurang 1 ke 8 jenis income dalam satu sistem ni. Ini satu bonus saja pun anda dah collect 4,000 sehari. Kalau darab dengan 30 hari, anda akan collect 120,000 sebulan. Anda nak buat apa dengan 120,000 sebulan ni? Anda bayangkan. Okay? Alright. Selain daripada USA tadi, saya nak cerita sikit dengan Mr. Sapenawan ni. Kita tunjuk bukti kenapa orang Malaysia tak ambil peluang. Kenapa orang luar negara dia tahu produk kita ni produk paling hebat dalam dunia. Dia tahu sistem kita ni paling sistem yang sustainable. Dia tahu kita punya payout ni selama 8 tahun ni tak pernah gagal. Kita dah bayar, owner Datuk Seri Nazri Omar ni dah bayar hampir 1.5 bilion income ataupun bonus kepada semua member seluruh negara. Okey, ni Mr. Tapanana ni, bayangkan orang Cambodia, orang Cambodia pun you tengok income dia setiap bulan 200,000. Kenapa orang Cambodia ambil produk Malaysia, syarikat Malaysia, gunakan digital marketing dekat sana, dia gunakan pelajar-pelajar kat sana, dia bantu pelajar-pelajar kat sana, create income. Dia sendiri boleh create income ni sampai 200,000. Ini orang Cambodia. So dari segi pengalaman saya untuk pengetahuan semua, okay, saya ni seorang engineer saja. Tapi bila saya berkecimpung dalam dunia networking, saya menggunakan sistem saya senang je. Walaupun saya create, saya punya design, saya punya iklan, saya punya marketing tu menggunakan apps handphone saja. Handphone yang saya ada tu, saya buat design, saya buat copywriting, lepas tu saya posting dekat Instagram, saya posting dekat Facebook, Twitter dan lain-lain. Saya dapat network. Network ni maksudnya orang yang betul-betul dia nakkan business, dia nakkan ada income. So untuk pengetahuan semua, saya dalam masa 2 tahun ni dalam RF World ni, saya adalah salah seorang international networking. Saya ada lebih kurang di bawah saya networking saya hampir 12 negara. Okay, so ini saya nak tunjuk sikit salah satu negara yang saya nak tunjuk you all, nak buka mindset you all. You all nak berniaga bukan saja di Malaysia. You all boleh business. Ni salah satu network yang saya kenal daripada Facebook. Saya design, saya create satu digital marketing, saya posting dekat group Facebook of India. Dalam masa itulah saya dapat tahu sebenarnya dekat India ni kalau you involve dengan business networking, penduduk dia 1.4 bilion population. Dan 50 juta penduduk dia adalah full time networking. You bayangkan penduduk kita almost lah 38 juta population. Tetapi di India ni 50 juta penduduk dia memang full time. Kerjaya dia orang memang buat networking. So diorang nampak produk kita hebat, diorang nampak kita punya sistem ni bagus, so diorang ambil peluang. Okay, saya nak tunjuk sikit. Ini network saya dekat India. Dekat India ni saya ada hampir lebih kurang 5,000 leader, 5,000 businessman di bawah saya yang serius ambil peluang ni. Okey, ni you boleh tengok video Okey, hebatnya saya ni, saya pergi India, mereka sampai satu tahap dia orang sanjung. Mereka appreciate, mereka sambut kita dengan kata baik. You tengok ni, kalau you suka tengok filem Hindustan, saya ni kat sana dah macam gitulah lebih kurang. Dia orang sambut. Saya pergi sana 10 hari, setiap tempat, setiap bandar yang saya pergi, mereka sambut. 1,000 orang, 2,000 orang, dia sambut saya macam king. Nampak tak dunia networking ni hebat ke tak hebat? Okay, you tengok video ni. Okey, nampak tak? Mereka sambut saya macam mana? Yang datang tu bukan orang-orang biasa. Okey, mereka juga ada kerjaya, mereka juga jutawan. Ada yang jutawan minyak wangi, ada yang jutawan pakaian, tetapi mereka lagi nak buat kita punya bisnes. Kenapa? Nanti saya cerita apa kelebihan produk kita. Okey, yang ini ada juga saya punya network dekat Cambodia. Okey, bila kita pergi Cambodia ni, mereka cakap menteri dia tanya kepada owner ni, kenapa you datang ke Cambodia? Owner akan jawab, kita nak ubah hidup rakyat. Rakyat orang Cambodia, kita bagi peluang, kita bagi sistem. Okey, you bayangkan, ini adalah salah satu event di mana menteri dia sambut kita dengan red carpet. Okey, partisipan yang datang hampir 5,000 orang dekat Cambodia. Okey, tengok gambar dia. Okey, so ni saya punya video masa saya berada di atas pentas Okey, saya tak termimpi pun. Tak termimpi untuk pergi Cambodia untuk bantu orang dekat sana. Untuk kita ubah hidup orang dekat sana. Alright? Okey, ini adalah salah satu network saya juga yang berada di seluruh dunia. Okey, kita ada dekat USA. Okey, untuk pengetahuan anda, saya juga ada direct network business partner yang berada di United Kingdom. Okey, ini adalah saya punya business partner. Digital je. Saya buat training, saya bagi BOP ataupun Business Opportunity Preview ni melalui Zoom sahaja. Okey, kita bagi meeting, kita bagi semua ajar training semua dalam bentuk digital. Okey, ini yang kita buat selalu. Okey, you tengok kita punya meeting. Okay, alright. Ini bukan senang produk Malaysia untuk penetrate sesebuah negara di Europe. Kita dah ada license, produk kita dah ada dekat USA. So baru-baru ni, ini adalah kegembiraan untuk saya punya business partner yang saya jumpa juga di dalam online, di dalam Facebook. Okay, selepas dia menggunakan produk, dia cuba buat bisnes di sana, akhirnya dia dapat approval daripada authority United Kingdom. Kita tunjuk sikit video ni. Okay, ini di United Kingdom. Alright. Dengan Facebook juga lah, dengan digital marketing lah yang saya mainkan, okay, saya juga mendapat network ataupun business partner di Uzbekistan. You bayangkan negara Uzbek tu tak terbayang dalam mimpi saya, dalam peta dunia pun saya tak tahu kat mana Uzbekistan tu. Tapi sedar tak sedar, nampak orang dekat luar negara pun ambil peluang dengan produk kita, dengan sistem kita. Okay, ini saya tunjuk sikit satu video macam mana excitednya dia orang terima produk kita ni dengan testimoni yang dia orang ada dekat Uzbekistan. Okey, Uzbekistan. Daripada Uzbek, dia nak buka market di Kazakhstan. Daripada Kazakhstan, dia nak pergi ke Rusia. Nampak tak? Inilah dunia networking. Anda tak perlu susah payah pun. Tak, kata effort tu sikit je. Gunakan digital marketing. Kenapa digital marketing ni? Gunakanlah you punya expert. You cari network. Nanti saya akan bantu you macam mana kita boleh create income pada lebih daripada 20,000, 30,000 sebulan. Alright, so ini di Uzbekistan. Ini ada satu cerita lagi. Okay, saya juga jumpa network daripada Iran. Okay, saya buat iklan dalam 2-3 minit menggunakan handphone. Lepas tu saya posting ke website ataupun group Facebook di Iran. Cerita dia, okay, Iran ni bila saya pergi, bila saya cerita pasal produk ni, mereka setuju untuk bawa ke sana. Dan bila sampai produk ke sana, okay, dia terima dan dia ada testimoni dengan sana. Dia kata produk ni memang gila, produk ni memang hebat. Dan suddenly pada musim COVID-19 ni, you bayangkan kalau orang Iran sanggup turun ke Malaysia semasa COVID-19. Terbang ke Malaysia, kuarantin 7 hari dan bayar kos untuk kuarantin hampir 15,000 semata-mata untuk tahu apakah bisnes, apakah produk, apakah sistem yang boleh dikatakan satu hari syarikat Malaysia ni akan conquer dunia. Alright. So ini video sikit tentang penerimaan produk kita ni di Iran. Okay, alright. So sebelum saya rasa saya nak pendekkan sikit tentang produk ini. Okay, mungkin produk ni kita akan ada satu sesi khas untuk anda, mungkin melalui sesi yang berlainan. Tapi secara simpelnya, you all nak tahu, gunakanlah you punya talent yang ada sekarang ni, you boleh buat iklan. Contoh, ini adalah salah satu iklan yang kita buat. Produk ni you design, you cantikkan, you attract people, lepas tu you buat satu copywriting yang bagus dan you boleh tarik user ataupun businessman di luar negara sana untuk buat you punya bisnes menggunakan produk ini. So produk ni kita namakan Firmaxry. Very simple. Apa yang you boleh dapat dengan produk ni, sebab produk ni antara salah satu yang terbaik di dunia. Saya boleh cakap produk ni adalah 8 wonders in the world. Kita ada 7 wonders in the world, tapi produk kita ni gila. Okay, kenapa gila? Alright, senang je. Produk ni, saya tak nak cerita banyak pasal produk. Simple. Produk ni bila kita menggunakan pemakaian dia, kita sapu-sapu saja. Kita sapu di nadi-nadi utama. Nombor 1, dia akan change. Dia boleh ubah sel darah yang tak sihat kepada darah yang sihat dalam masa 15 minit sahaja. You tengok, kalau you tengok dalam skrin ni, sebelum dan selepas, kebiasaan orang akan, bila kita ambil blood test ni, yang darah tak sihat ni almost 90%. Sebab pemakanan kita, cara kehidupan kita. So, that's why banyak orang yang sakit. Alright, so okay, selain daripada tu, okay, saya nak tunjuk sikit, ini adalah kita punya company RF Triwal. Okay, dah terima lebih daripada 50 Global Award. Okay, ini owner dia, Datuk Seri Nazri Omar. Okay, mission dia satu je, dia nak ubah, dia nak change people life. Bukan saja di Malaysia, tapi untuk luar negara. So maksudnya ni apa? Ambillah peluang, okay? Maksudnya kita ni sebagai orang Malaysia collect hasil luar negara. Biarlah kita menjadi jutawan. Kita lahirkan seramai jutawan, kita lahirkan orang yang senang di Malaysia. Kita ada Vice President, kita ada orang, kita ada Dr. Hasrizan, Dr. Development. Okay, doktor pun join ni, bisnes ni. Okay, alright. So ini office kita di Putra Heights. Musim PKP ni, kalau you orang tahu, kebanyakan office tutup, kebanyakan syarikat tutup, kedai tutup. Tapi masa PKP ni lah, kita buka syarikat, kita ada new building, walaupun dah 7 tahun, kita ada building yang bernilai 10 juta ringgit. Orang tutup kedai, kita bangunkan kedai baru. Nampak tak kehebatan tu? Alright, ini semua all the award yang kita dapat. Okay, ini Asia Pacific. Dan salah satu award yang kita dapat adalah di London. You bayangkanlah, kalau syarikat Malaysia, kalaulah boleh dapat award dekat London ni, apa lagi kita nak prove kat you? So, next. Okay. Contoh, you nak main luar negara. You posting, you punya digital marketing, you punya copywriting. Pergilah kat negara mana you nak main. Thailand you boleh pergi main. Indonesia you boleh main, paling dekat. Ini Cambodia, ini Vietnam, ini Filipina. saya nak cerita sikit, orang Filipin pun yang datang ni bukan orang-orang biasa. Ini dia punya country manager dia adalah doktor pakar kanser. Kalau doktor pakar kanser pun menggunakan Permaxi untuk berbisnes, kenapa anda tidak? Di bawah mereka, di bawah doktor ni ada hampir 200 pakar doktor yang menggunakan produk Permaxi. Okey, ni USA. USA ni kita ada dekat office, kita ada office dekat California, kita ada office kat Las Vegas and Miami. Okay. So serba lalu, ini produk kita. Produk kita semua total ada 6. All is the best product in the world. Okay. And kita more pada, ini testimoni lah. Siapa yang nak cantik, siapa yang nak muda, siapa yang nak hidung mancung, siapa nak dagu V-shape, yang muka tua, yang nak muda, okay, yang muka jerawat, ini semua you punya market. Okay. Alright. Ini yang untuk muda. Siapa pakai produk ni garanti muda 20 tahun. Okey, yang nak hidung mancung, yang nak dagu V-shape, sapu-sapu saja. Okey, ini dari segi kecantikan. Ini adalah untuk yang masalah jerawat. Okey, ini adalah masalah kalau luka pun boleh dipakai. Okey, so nanti kita akan cerita pada detail pada sesi yang lain. Okey, kita just go pada testimoni secara lalu saja. Untuk orang stroke pun boleh. Okey, sapu-sapu orang stroke dalam masa 30 minit boleh berjalan. Okey, lepas tu orang yang, okey, ini video nanti kita share. Sapu-sapu boleh jalan. Ini orang stroke, all my testimony. Orang yang kena Parkinson boleh baik selepas 2 tahun, selepas pakai 15 hari. Orang kena bel pesi muka sengit sebelah pun kita sapu-sapu boleh tegak balik dalam masa 1 jam. Ni all is my testimony. Muka bel pesi, okey, boleh turun berat badan, okey, penyakit virus, yang ada masalah baby, okay, produk ni boleh dipakai daripada umur baby sampai ke tua. Kena jaundice ke apa ke, alright. Ini semua penyakit-penyakit untuk baby, okay, untuk penyakit kulit. Kalau setakat eczema kayak ni senang. Ini kita sampai tahap psoriasis yang susah nak baik. Orang yang kena 18 tahun penyakit psoriasis, penyakit kulit tak boleh baik, pakai kita punya produk, boleh handsome, boleh baik dalam masa 3 bulan. Okay, ini kita punya testimoni juga, penyakit kulit. Ini sopak, tak ada ubat. Kalau pakai produk kita pun ada testimoni orang sopak pun boleh baik. Okay, ini psoriasis, kanser, buah sel, kanser lidah, ini batu karang, breast cancer, buah pinggang, okay, penyakit lidah, orang bisu pun boleh bercakap. Okay, nanti kita share kemudian. Okay, bukan orang bisu saja, orang budak-budak yang cacat yang tak boleh berjalan selepas 6 bulan pun boleh berjalan balik. Ini masalah saraf, masalah yang tak boleh dapat zuriat, okay, kencing manis dan lain-lain. Dan untuk pengetahuan lah, produk kita ni luar biasa. Orang juling, kita sapu-sapu pun boleh tegak balik. Sebab tu gila sampai 53 buah negara. Alright, ni saya punya testimoni. Alright, ini masalah, semua masalah mata. Orang mata buta. Saya testimoni kalau nak tengok, nanti kita share. Orang buta kencing manis, selepas sapu pun boleh nampak balik. Orang pekak pun kita sapu, selepas sapuan boleh dengar balik. Alright, so itu sahaja untuk pengetahuan. Okay, kita share satu-satunya platform yang terbaik untuk anda gunakan kelebihan anda dalam digital marketing untuk kita promote dan hasilkan income untuk you all. Alright, sampai sini saja saya punya sharing. InsyaAllah kita berjumpa lagi di lain hari. Kalau ada salah dan silap, saya minta maaf. Yang baik itu datang daripada Allah, yang kurang itu daripada saya sendiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Encik Indra atas topik yang sangat menarik ini. Sekarang kita mengadakan sesi Q&A. Apa soalan pertama, Riza?
Soalan pertama daripada saudari Nur Aisyah. How to manage when your work are being stolen or copyrighted being compromised?
Tak dengar soalan.
So the question is, how to manage when your work or copyright being compromised?
Kopi, alright. Okay, untuk soalan ni, okay, sebenarnya bila kita ada satu produk yang sangat hebat, okay, kita untuk pengetahuan anda, orang dah cuba untuk tiru produk kita ni. Saya boleh beritahu kat sini, open saja, produk kita ni dah hampir 13 company, 13 company yang cuba tiru kita punya ingredient dan mereka try buat, tapi hasilnya tak sama. Tapi dari segi copywriting ni, okay, ini adalah kompetitor. Maksudnya you sendiri sebagai seorang peniaga, business, you gunakan your own copywriting untuk attract, untuk cari customer, untuk cari business partner di luar sana, dan insyaAllah nanti saya akan bantu. Kita bantu you dengan sistem, dengan apa yang you buat, kita akan bantu you secara mudah, insyaAllah. Okay, so next question.
Ada lagi soalan? Satu lagi soalan. Tanya sana, tak nampak. So, the next question, soalan yang terakhir. Hai Encik Indra, daripada mana yang satu? Daripada agenda. Hai Encik Indra, masa pandemik ni, ada tak any inconvenience yang berlaku?
Good question. Okay, satu soalan yang sangat bagus. Okay, terima kasih kepada for agenda. Alright. Masa COVID-19 ni, okay, industri yang paling tinggi income ataupun bisnes yang paling tinggi adalah nombor satu adalah makanan. So orang beli online, orang beli purchase daripada Food Panda, orang beli daripada Grab Food. Ini adalah industri yang paling tinggi. Nombor dua adalah syarikat yang ada produk kosmetik, yang ada produk health, produk kesihatan. Mereka nak jaga kesihatan ni supaya tak terkenanya penyakit-penyakit yang ada di luar sana, especially on the COVID-19 ni. Sebab produk kita ni dia boleh protect, dia boleh protect kita daripada terkena virus. Okay, so untuk pengetahuan, kita dalam masa pandemik COVID-19 ni, syarikat kita, jualan kita untuk business kita punya all the distributor ni naik 3 kali ganda. Tak terjangkau fikiran kita masa orang susah yang tak ada kerja, tak ada income ni, okay, produk kita ni dia punya jualan 3 kali ganda. Repeat order dia tinggi. Okay, sebab apa? Dia orang tahu produk ni bagus untuk kesihatan, bagus untuk kecantikan, bagus untuk jana income. Okay, so nanti ada masa yang lain saya boleh terangkan secara detail macam mana produk kita ni boleh pergi jauh, selain bukan saja di masa pandemik, tapi insyaAllah saya akan bantu anda. Okay, terima kasih kepada yang bertanya. Okay, harap dapat menjawab soalan anda. Okay, terima kasih.
So kita ada soalan lagi daripada Nur Aisyah. Then what happen if are just a small artist or business, you could afford effort for lawyers and such, or even the copyright agreement being breached by the people with law or someone that have power.
And are we just going to stand there and watch our works being manipulated and used for others' benefit?
Effort dia tak nampak tau. Dia pancang-pancang.
Okay, alright, thank you. Okay, so I understand the question. Dia macam ni, produk kita ni sudah dipatentkan dan berada dan mendapat kelulusan daripada KKM. Okay, so untuk copywriting ni macam saya cakap tadi, di Malaysia saja kita ada 4 syarikat yang cuba tiru produk kita. Tapi hasilnya tak sama. Okay, mereka cuma buka dan tutup sebab mereka tak ada sistem yang bagus. Nombor satu, diorang tak ada hasil ataupun testimoni yang sama dengan apa yang ada pada produk kita. Dan masalah copyright ni isu dia bukan isu besar. Sebab produk kita ni masih lagi orang kata walaupun dah 7 tahun masih fresh lagi. Kita ada 38 juta penduduk Malaysia. Membership kita cuma ada 500,000. Daripada 500,000 ni pun kita dah lahirkan 18 jutawan dan kita dah ada orang yang biasa-biasa dah jadi luar biasa. Okay, so you don't worry about product copywriting ni sebab mereka adalah bukan kita punya competitor. Kita adalah salah satu produk yang kita kata tak ada tandingannya lagi di dunia. Okay, dan ingredient itu very secret. Tak ada orang yang boleh, even kita owner sendiri pun tak bagi siapa sahaja ingredient kita ni, yang produk kita yang biasa, yang luar biasa ni kepada orang-orang lain. Dia protect, don't worry. Don't worry about kita punya kompetitor. Walaupun dekat negara luar, contoh di India ke, di Cambodia, di Vietnam, walaupun dia ada produk-produk yang sama, yang cuba tiru dengan kita punya produk, tapi hasilnya tidak sama. So don't worry. Yang you kena fikir adalah macam mana you nak promote. Macam mana you nak advertise you punya produk ke luar negara ataupun di dalam negara dan attract people. Nanti kita akan discuss benda ni. Kita boleh jumpa face to face ataupun kita boleh jumpa melalui virtual untuk training dari segi produk, daripada sistem dan marketing plan. Tapi marketing plan kita adalah yang paling sustainable. Maksudnya sustainable ni dia bukan untuk golongan-golongan yang pandai, tapi yang tak pandai pun bisnes mudah. Boleh juga kita bantu untuk jana income. Okay, alright, insyaAllah. Thank you.
Terima kasih sekali lagi Encik Indra. Hadirin sekalian, Iza, kita dah penghujung majlis kan? Tak sedar dah habis kita punya majlis ni. Laju betul. So, kami berharap agar semua mendapat manfaat di atas perkongsian tadi dan dapat melihat pameran projek pelajar tahun akhir. Saya Fakihah Lokman
dan saya Aniza Kazali
mewakili semua pelajar tahun akhir ini ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada barisan penceramah kami Encik Nakai, Cik Atira dan Encik Indra kerana berkongsi topik dan memberikan ceramah yang sangat menarik.
Dengan ini, kami juga ingin mengucap terima kasih kepada anda semua pelajar, ibu bapa, pensyarah, rakan-rakan dan tetamu terhormat kerana bersama-sama kita di majlis kali ini.
Kami memohon maaf jika ada salah dan kurang sepanjang kami mengendalikan majlis ini. Kami akhiri majlis kita dengan serangkap pantun. Bunga dedap di atas para, anak dusun pasang pelita.
Andai tersilap tutur bicara, jari disusun maaf dipinta.
Jangan lupa layari laman web Gallant Bible kami iaitu www.gallantbible.com untuk melihat lebih banyak karya luar biasa dari semua pelajar kami.
Hingga kita berjumpa lagi di lain masa.
Terima kasih semua. Bye.